Yo, 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 it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Yeah.
BROOKLYN, 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 BROOK. We well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. BROOKLYN.
Yo, that's Fizz is the best Fizz. What's good, baby? We got BB Big Boy 81 in the chat. Shout to you. Subscribe to the page. A special thank you to the members of the page. Maria, Signal Moore, Jellio, Marcus, Nesty, and then Joey BK. And I think Beeman Boy 81. I think Beeman Boy 81 as well. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't need you guys coming up here kicking up dust. I need the voice of reason because Nets fans seem to be at odds on about. I need panelists that's going to be fair and true, that know what to do, so we can actually get through this. Now, obviously, people are going to have their opinions. And you might say, Breezy, what are you talking about? Well, I think Billy Reinhart, he jumps out and says something about Nets Twitter, and we're going to get to the specifics of that and then react to that, right? I'm pretty sure I can find it. BKN85 too is another one sparking the controversy. I might send a link to BKN85. We might need to hear his voice on this. Let me do something here. Let me do something here. Let me do something. Because that's just because people could get misunderstood. I see I'm about to send them the chat. I'm about to send them the link. Hold on. I'm not gonna send them the link yet. Let's get to the content first. Right? So the first things first, right? Let's get to he says Nets Twitter has gone down the drain. Honestly, by far my least favorite out of Giants Twitter. Shout to This Is JTV on the panel with me. Shout to Range Rover Ice in the chat. Shout to Beeman 81. Everybody that's watching, hit the like button, subscribe. Jay, what up, Jay?
What's good, bro? Damn, you was throwing shots at me already, bro?
No, that wasn't at you. That was just
Niggas throwing shots. Talk about kicking up dust. Yo, I didn't think I was doing anything crazy yesterday. I apologize.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not somebody that not give the fans what they want. Y'all want to see more debates? Y'all want to see one-on-ones? Y'all can see the 1v1s, man. I'm all with it, man. Y'all gotta remember where I come from. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to put the air fryer up. I used to put the stove up. I could easily transition back to that. I was trying to take a different route, but if that's what y'all wanted, that's what y'all called for, then you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But we're gonna get to the comment and then we're gonna talk about it. Next
I ain't know we had to all hold hands in kumbaya and agree on everything. Like if
that's a fact.
And then not for nothing, if when I was talking my points, people didn't just try to talk over me with the same shit they was already saying, then I wouldn't get louder.
Okay. Listen, the fans wanted. Fans hit me in the comments like, yo, that was an entertaining show. Fans say a lot of stuff from day to day when we do the streams, but they don't really say, yo, that stood out and it was entertaining content. Like, they said it was entertaining content. And my thing is, it holds true.
Yo, it was 2 nights in a row you sent me comments, man. 2 nights in a row you sent me comments saying, yo, man, you cooking these niggas, man. I'm like, yo, man.
Listen, when it
we
comes
just
down
up here
to
having fun, man.
when it comes down to the fan, when it comes down to everybody that joins the panel, I want them to know that they're instrumental in the show. So anytime I get a comment after the show about somebody else outside of me, I like to send them the content. Let them know that they appreciate it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all that is.
Right.
Hold on. So he goes next Twitter has gone BKN 85. He says Nets Twitter has gone down the drain. Honestly, become by far my least favorite out of Giants Twitter, Yankees Twitter, and the college teams I root for. On those, there's passionate debates about different things, but it's usually relevant to the games and the sport. Nets Twitter has become an agenda fest more than talking about basketball, going on how we get better. Okay, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Now, see, my thing is, you got some people who were replying to rebuttal into it, but my thing is, I'm never somebody who's agenda have an agenda. My reason why I push the content I do is because I feel like with the stuff that I say, it can be instrumental in the Nets winning. And it's easy to talk the game from where I'm at, but guess what? I think I have the comfort zone of being risky, not being afraid to be wrong. I think that's the advantage that we have sitting where we are. Now, that being said, I'm not part of this fiasco. I would like to think that my professionalism and etiquette of the way I push content, basketball content, speaking on how the Nets can be a better team, talking about the pivotal things that make a team better, actually not only talking, listening, looking at other posts, sharing, reposting this, being in spaces, sometimes just listening, not even trying to chat, going to supporting the other fans. I support Ice. I support Gary and Dylan's show. You know what I'm saying? I'll support Scott. I support This Is JTV. I support Leaf. You know what I mean? Anybody that pulls up on the page, I support these guys. So I don't just look at this comment and it don't really rub me the wrong way per se, but I words clean up the place. You know what I'm saying? He's saying you guys coming into place fucking things up. You leaving paper plates all over the place. You're leaving cups and you got juice in the cup. Is you gonna drink the juice or not? What the fuck are you gonna do? You feel what I mean? So this is the problem. I think that's what he's trying to point out, that you got some guys just pushing agendas, not necessarily saying how we can become a better team. Everybody got their own opinion, like Jay said. And I agree, everyone should have their own opinion. But at the end of the day, what's his gripe? Like, was it something specific somebody said? Because I'm missing it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just the whole rhetoric, man. I think he's probably tired of the tankers, man. But I was just telling some dude in Dylan comments, like, cause honestly, I had wrote something disagreeing with something Dylan said or whatever. And then
right.
dude was like, he was commenting to me saying, I don't even know how this dude is even a Nets fan. And I was
Ooh,
just explaining to him, he is a Nets fan. He just look at the game different. He got a different strategy than I got. So I disagree with his strategy, but that don't make him less of a Nets fan than me because he got a different strategy. Like I
right,
want the team to win and build a winning culture so we could win later. He want the team to lose so we could get better players quicker and win faster. So everybody wants to win. It's just a different way about going how to get the wins. And I think that you can't build winning culture losing on purpose. And they think lose on purpose as much as possible to be able to get the highest draft pick possible.
right.
So
And I can't front my whole idea of what we should do is in the middle. And but to Jay's point, play as hard as you can play. And then you can see it. Obviously, everything that we need for us to go further and win further. And it just seemed like the disconnect is that you can only get what we need if we get a top 5, top 3 pick. Because you're saying that winning is only contingent on one player per se in a team sport. Now, I'm not saying anybody could just be a franchise player. That's not what I'm saying. And it is worth the debate. And I don't think it should be an open shot. I do think it should be an open platform like Brooklyn, like Big Fan Breezy, where you could pull up and you could say your opinion. And to Jay's point, not be cut off. You know, I've been me personally, me saying it for me. I've been cut off. I'm the host of the show. I've been getting cut off. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I can't even get that perk. I at least think I get the host of the show perk. But then what? Breezy's the bad guy. Once he starts muting and subbing people, huh?
But
Don't
look,
point your fucking fingers at me, man.
the thing is, I understand when you having a conversation that happens sometimes. But I was just also saying, if they saying, "Oh, I was yelling." If I'm talking over somebody, I'm gonna talk louder.
So Billy Reinhardt, I guess, sparks this. He says Spaces was the inner peak Nets Twitter, or maybe BK85 sparked it, and then he posted it. This would look like too much group think and conspiracies going in there. What that we think that the draft is rigged, sir? Now, of course, Billy Reinhardt, your job is to say that it's not, and you could label it that. But I mean, let's be fan to fan. Let's just agree to disagree. And the reason why we're not supposed to argue with this is because if anything, the NBA could be more transparent, right? And we had this conversation, right? The NBA could be more transparent and show the lottery balls, pause. They can actually show how many the 14, these three teams get 14 balls. And these teams get this many balls based on this and that. Pause. No, this sound wild wicked. Now I'm saying all that to say that now if you do that, I'm gonna keep it real. As a fan, I think it makes NBA better. But the NBA want total control. I think before they the filter, like, hold on, even like say they see the real, like say they really do the draft, Jay, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
see who really go where. They be switching it up. You know what I'm saying? Nah, let's make a little adjustment. You know what I mean? Let's do it like this, do it like that. You know what I mean? How you feel about that? You think that was a bold statement for him to say that we got conspiracies or Nets fans be on the song?
Man, it's always gonna be conspiracies, man. It's Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Misinformation galore. Vocal
But
fringes on the
I
fan
think
base.
it's just more about the regurgitated narratives, man. People hear one thing and then they go and everybody repeats the same thing without actually having any facts. They just run with a bunch of regurgitated narratives. I think people should
Mm-hmm.
speak for themselves more often, analyze things, come up with uh perspective and say that. You don't just gotta agree with other people because that's what they say, especially just because they're popular.
Yeah. Range Road said, I felt pretty confident heading into game one of the season versus the Hornets. I think the key for the win that game is actually the Nets offense. I trust Brooklyn can guard the Hornets rebounds and offense the key. Yeah, yeah, I think we can win
Well,
that game one.
we'll see,
But
man. They got people that people are saying is young talent. Know what I mean? And they going against our squad, so we're gonna see what happens.
yeah, they got Kneppel, they got Brandon Miller, they got LaMelo Ball. Hornets is another franchise that came up when it come down to the lottery picks. LaMelo Ball, lottery pick. Kneppel, lottery pick. Brandon Miller, lottery pick. Shit, we talking top five. Think Kneppel went six? Excuse me, something like that.
And then if
Again,
we go
my
out there and
point
cook them,
is
then what?
that exactly, exactly. Is it fair to say that the recipe has to be top five picks? Warriors said no, it ain't. Warriors said no, it ain't. So what we talking about? Curry, 7th pick. What? Klay Thompson, 11th pick. Draymond Green, 2nd-round pick. Don't be mad at fans like me and Jay. What conspiracies? We don't have no conspiracies. What are you talking about? We talking straight basketball. I'm not talking no agendas. I'm talking about how the Golden State Warriors won an NBA championship multiple times without a top 5, top 3 pick. We talking basketball. We're going to just keep it going. Now, at the end of the day, Nets fans are going to disagree. We're going to be at odds about what pick we should get. And at the end, I don't want to be wrong about Egor. I think Ben Saraf put pressure on Egor. He went out there and got 11 assists. What you going to do? You don't feel that pressure, Egor, at all? You
Mhm.
cool as a cucumber, huh? No
They say he
problem.
started practicing.
I want to see it. 5-on-5. Is he going to play game 4 versus the Raptors? That's why we here.
That's still up in
What
the
you think,
air.
Jay?
That's still up in the air. I saw that he started practicing, but they don't got no timetable on when he's playing.
Mm. I'm going to throw the link in the chat, but I ain't going to be here all night. But at the end of the day, I want us to agree on things.
We not
What's the
gonna
week?
agree, bro. Why do you want to agree? We don't have to agree. Gotta
No,
agree to disagree.
bro, you gotta let me finish my comment. It's not, it's comma, and then I want us to agree on things. I don't want us to, for quote unquote entertainment, try to disagree and then just regurgitate what someone just said in other words. You don't have to be the one to say it. You can hear somebody else say it and then they said it and you just agree with it. You can say what he said in other words, but you don't have to be the first one to say it. And then try to be the first one to say it by disagreeing with them and then saying it in your own words 5 minutes later. You see what I'm saying, Jay? That's happening too. You know, people don't be getting credit for their takes. You know, people be trying to
Okay.
remix what they heard and act like they said it first.
Okay. They be stealing
Yeah,
takes.
I'm
Well,
just saying. Everybody act like they said something first. That don't be quite accurate.
right.
John,
You
what's
gotta
good?
you
What's
gotta
good,
state
John?
your
Hey guys,
source. State your source, man.
man,
Mhm.
it wouldn't be a normal Nets day if we didn't have internal drama amongst each other. Listen, I
But
agree with what
what
Jay
is it
said.
though?
No, listen, I agree with what Jay said. Me and Jay had a little something yesterday, but it's not that. At the end of the day, we all have those moments where there's a little collision, but it's how you move forward. And I agree with what Jay says. I think a lot of the Brooklyn base has an idea of wanting to win in the future. It's how we get there. For me, it's very simple. Play the young guys, let them see if they can truly develop and try to put themselves in accolade categories because we have not had one prospect to win a single accolade in 10 years. Like that really has to change. I get wanting to respect the vets and give them their time, but it's about who you drafted to develop the future. So I agree with Jay. It's like we got to find a way to balance this all out
Bro,
so we can
hold
get
on.
there
Why,
while still securing a top pick. Wait,
bro,
what are you
hold
saying,
on.
Breeze?
So my thing is, I don't see why. I don't see. My thing is, this is why I disagree. I think that the vets are not in the way. I don't think Cam Thomas is in the way of Drake Powell, and I don't even think Nolan Traore is ready for the NBA. I think he should just go to the G League based on what I've seen from the preseason. If he don't have a good showing with this Raptors, there ain't no vet in his way. He need to go to the G League, and I agree with the quote unquote thrown in the fire. But I cannot ignore that you are who you are when you get to that G League and you see Tariq Whitehead and Noah Clowney both had opportunities, same draft class. Noah Clowney, you know what I'm saying, made it to the next roster. And, Tariq Whitehead didn't. I'm
Yeah.
saying the same thing based on what I've seen from the preseason. I'm not favoring Ben Saraf over Nolan Traore. Ben Saraf played better than Nolan Traore. If they got to say, all right, who's going to be in the roster based on what we've seen thus far, I'm going with Ben Saraf over Nolan Traore. You got to go to the G League and prove yourself. Prove
Right.
yourself
Right.
there.
I
Right.
don't think anybody should be gifted minutes like that. I feel like whoever is playing the best at the positions based on the scheme that we want to run should be getting minutes. It's not just because you young. It's not just because you a vet. It's not just because you 6 feet. It's 6'8". It's whoever plays best at the position. And like it's simple mathematics to me.
but that's what I'm
No,
saying, John. You see what I'm saying? I mean, if we're gonna go to Brooklyn LM, we're gonna go to John in Brooklyn LM. Look,
yeah,
look at Nolan. What I'm saying, Nolan Traore don't have no veterans in his way. And I don't think it's smart for Jordy Fernandez to just throw him in a fire when it's so much competitive at the point guard position. Like, no, let him go to the G League to show that y'all invest in his player developer, opposed to throwing him in the fire versus Ben Seraph and Egor Demin. You
no,
feel what I'm
listen,
saying?
that's very fair, and I even gave Seraph a compliment for 11 assists. I didn't think he'd have something like that super early, but if we're talking about competition here, that's what this year is about: competition, seeing who can outmaneuver who to earn those certain spots. And right now, Seraph is ahead of Nolan just because his playmaking IQ has been the best asset of his game so far. Offensively, defensively, the guy needs a hell of a lot of work, but over Nolan, he is making more plays than Nolan is, and it's not a bad thing if Nolan starts out as a sixth man or gets G League time because clearly he needs to get better on his physicality. For Seraph right now with Egor, and I hope Yegor's on the mend. It said he was playing 5-on-5, no set timeline like Jay said, but the good thing is
Hold on.
he should be able
What
to
I'm
play
saying
soon.
is, my question is, do you giving Nolan minutes over Ben Seraph? I'm off that. I got Ben Seraph getting
No,
minutes over.
right now, Seraph is making a case to at least temporarily start over Nolan. And that's because
Yep.
in the preseason portion, he's made a case. Now, can he maintain that in the regular season? We'll see. But we're talking about who's making the case right now. Seraph is slightly making a case because of his playmaking IQ, and I would say Drake Powell and Wolf both made good cases in limited minutes and in high pressure situations, especially with Wolf. So the young guys are definitely trying to earn those minutes. Like Jay said, it should be who's trying to earn those minutes. And some of those young guys who I believe should be getting those minutes because they are the future of this team. Some of the vets on our team, Breeze, from December 15th to February 5th, that will be worked out by the front office to see if those vets are potential long-term pieces or they're expendable guys. Like that will be figured out then. But right now, is trying to fight for those certain spots. And I think the young guys are in a
But
decent position to do that. It's just Jordy has to trust them like he said he will. We're going by Jordy's word this season, which is he will throw those guys in the
he's showing
fire
that,
and
bro.
trust them to compete.
But don't, but yeah, don't say it like you can't give him the benefit of the doubt, bro. Like, come on, you
What
ain't
that
see
with
how he was
who?
giving. Look at Tyrese Martin. Like he giving
Yeah,
dudes minutes, bro. So that's what I'm saying. You say it with such conviction, like he ain't already deserved the credit because of what he did so far.
but he didn't do it last year. Is
You
all
feel
I'm saying. This year is the year to do
That's
it
what
properly,
I'm
to
saying,
have the balance.
bro.
We
What
can
I'm
agree to
saying is,
disagree on that one.
bro, what I'm saying is, you don't think that was discussed with Jordy Fernandez? This is the first time it's ever been done. They put a lot of confidence in the player development of Jordy Fernandez and the coaching staff. I mention that because again, this is the first time it's ever done. All of those times, more times than not, they trading up. Nobody's taking 5 first rounders and getting 5 first rounders picks. They're not doing that.
No, it's a
Every
rare thing, and Jordy.
it's the only time it happened. What I'm saying
Right.
is, so I'm saying that to say it's because of Jordy Fernandez. They
No,
trust Jordy Fernandez. That's what I'm saying. Give him the
no,
benefit.
I give it to Joy. I think his system could work if these young guys get the minutes, and he said he will trust them, and we'll see it play out in regular season. I think these young guys are listening to his system, really trying to work hard to earn those minutes, and that's a great start for the young guys. You want them to be super hungry, you want them to be determined, and I think if they get those lot of minutes, they will reward Jordy's faith. I think it's very possible that's the mindset Jordy is trying to garner this year, and we'll see it play out. And I just want to say one thing on the Billy Reinhart thing. Listen, at the end of the day, the Brooklyn Nets are one of the top media teams in all of Twitter right now. At the end of the day, a lot of conversations happen every day. You guys know, Eric DeBeacon, John, I put out so much content on the Brooklyn Nets. Hell, I debate multiple people every day I can because I welcome the debates. I welcome the conversations. And if some people have this idea that, oh, if disagreeing means the person's a sour puss or whatever, no. It means you don't take the time to actually debate them on stuff. And for some people, they come up with this woe is me attitude. At the end of the day, my door is always open to have fun debates, and I'll leave it at that. But listen, the Brooklyn Nets, it's a big year for them to try to get a top pick, but it's about the Flatbush Five developing and proving they are the future of this team. And I hope Jordy gives them the minutes that they deserve and earn, and we let it all play out. And may the best Brooklyn Nets players this year win, carve out roles, and prove that they are the next Brooklyn Net. That's what this
Right.
year is about.
Right. So hold on. Let's go to Brooklyn Ella. Brooklyn Ella. So how you feel about what John said? Like just what I mean, seeing the coach pop and how he develop players. We just really talking about player development, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily Nets or the Spurs, but just more of the coach making it work. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the coaches and Coach Pop and how he shared minutes and you know what I'm saying? Seeing Jordy Fernandez try to do like an 8, 9, 10 man rotation. You know what I mean? Like, do you give him the credit, the benefit of the doubt that he could, you know what I'm saying, be the man for the job with these rookies? Or do you think that he got his cup overfilled? They gave him too much on his plate.
I mean, this like y'all said, it's the first time it's been done. Um, Nobody's ever drafted 5 rookies before, so I mean, it's I guess it's a lot, but like I said yesterday, a lot of the players' development is not only on Horty, it's on them too. In terms of dogs on this team, I don't just mean on play. I mean every season. I want to see what you get better at. I want to see if you work on your three. I want to see if you're working on finishing. I want to see you working on your strength. If you're working on getting stronger, I want to see if you're working on your IQ. Like these to me are traits of players that want to be great. Like it's only so much you can rely on hoarding and the player development staff, which they do play a part. But a lot of I mean, look at the greats in the league. They wasn't just relying. Kobe wasn't relying on no damn player development team to have him work on his game. He did that shit in the off season. He worked
Mm-hmm.
on his game. He put in the
Mm-hmm.
work. He had the mentality to be great. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what you want to look for from these players. Like,
So
don't
hold on,
rely on
Brooklyn
the
Allen.
coaching staff that much.
Brooklyn Allen. I don't know how old you are. This and that. I'm not asking, but what I do want to know is the social media, in your opinion, the social media impact and the nonchalant, again, emphasis on them getting caught up in the lifestyle that basketball brings to them, opposed to just being there for the love of the game. And again, when people talk about the Mamba mindset, what I'm realizing is that he still always loved the game. Of course, he loved the lifestyle that it provided for him, and this is the difference, in my opinion, the good to the great. The good, they get caught up in the lifestyle and they lose their disciplines because they caught up in the lifestyle that basketball brings them. The great ones, they remember how they got this lifestyle, and they, for the most part, you know what I'm saying. It to at least play at minimum play a game you love. You know what I'm saying. To like for to eat. To that's how you eat. You play a game you love. You know what I'm saying. And you rich. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say that some players, once they get fat. You feel what I'm saying? They gain weight. They don't train the same way. Taco Tuesdays. Not to say LeBron. I'm just saying, like, I ain't saying him. I'm just saying, like, what do you think can like change that? Like, is it the coaching staff, the culture, the team? Like, you know what I'm saying? You see what happened to Zion? That, like, all right, that's a good example. Like Zion and Duke run a certain program where it's strict, ain't no and ain't no lacking, ain't no lollygagging, ain't no none of that. You gotta be on point, you gotta be focused. You feel what I'm saying? It's that.
I was, I
That dude
think
took a Ozempic,
someone was
bro.
alluding to it yesterday, but I remember us having to. I don't know if it was here, but I remember having to talk about Zion. I think it was with Pod. I'm not sure, but I was saying like one of the and this kind of points to the fact of the conversation we was having yesterday. I feel like the team that Zion when he got drafted to New Orleans, I feel like he needed a OG, like he needed a vet. Like when he was in New Orleans, like that team was mad young. Like it was just full of young guys. Like he ain't have like a Udonis Haslam
So
or
hold on,
whoever
hold
the
on.
case
So
may
the
be
vet,
to
you
be
so
on the
you
bench and like show him the way, like keep him
so
show him the
hold on.
lifestyle away from the NBA. Like I
Right,
don't
so
know.
hold on. You think a vet could keep him away from the ladies that don't want to do him no good? That just want
I
to
a
get in
lot
his
of a lot of that could be vets. A lot of that could be his family. You know, having a, I'm not saying that. You know, I'm not trying to put that on them, but having a strong background, having a strong. A lot of that is also just having a strong mentality of where your focus should be at. Like to your point, a lot of these kids in the NBA nowadays, You know, this is a huge social media era. You know, a lot of these kids aren't really disciplined. Like being honest, not no non-biased, only 21-year-old I really see disciplined focus is Wimby. He ain't on socials like that. He's putting in work. Same thing with sometimes Paulo. I don't see Paulo on socials like that. He in the gym putting in work. Same thing with Ant.
Facts.
Same thing like these guys so it ain't all the young guys. Like there's some young guys out there putting in work and getting
Same
Yeah,
better
thing
yeah.
with
every
Cam
season.
Thomas, man.
You can't, yeah, Cam
Right.
putting in work. He ain't on socials like that. So there are some guys who are young that's like they not purely about the social media and oh y'all gotta see me working out. Like, nah, I'm putting in the work in the off season. Y'all see it on the regular season. Like, so there are some people out there that has embraced that mentality that you see in terms of the Kobe mentality, but also the mentality of yo, I want to be one of the greatest players in the league and I just hope that these players, our rookies, have that mentality. Like even if you don't go down as a Hall of Famer, like you want to be at least a good role player or a good serviceable asset to the team. Like at least have the mentality to yo, even if I don't go down as a generational talent or whatever the case may be, I at least want to go down as a good basketball player. Like that's just the mindset I have in mind. So hopefully you get that from these guys. Hopefully they don't get, they in New York, they in Brooklyn. It's easy to it's a lot of vices here. There's a lot of vices. There's
You
a
should
lot
be a
of
coach, LM. You have a
places.
great mindset for a coach, bro. Like you really do.
I mean, it's easy. A
Yeah.
lot I say it all the time, like especially being young. I'm still on the young side, but at the same time, I understand as men growing up, you need discipline and you need wisdom. And when you walking around without none of that, you easy to get enticed in temptation. Like it is what it is. So you gotta have your head on straight, and that also comes with our coaching staff, your family, people in your corner, who in your your circle. Like these guys got to recognize that now because they in the big leagues, they in the NBA. This is gonna come with it. The money. Oh, I
Yeah.
gotta pay this guy
So
this.
hold
Oh,
on.
I gotta pay my agent. Like it comes
This
with all
this
of
is
that.
a big time question right here. I want Ellen to answer this question, then pass it to Ice because the panel getting big. I'm just trying to go around the panel. That all LM. Shout out to Brooke and LM. Yo, Range Rover in the comments. He said I want Cam and MPJ to be a top 5 scoring duo. Of course, y'all don't want my answer. Yeah, it could happen. I'm gonna say that. But let me ask Brooke and LM, and then we're gonna go to Ice. So, what you think? You think this is possible, or Range Rover just a Nets fan right here?
Top 5 scoring duo. It.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say
Guarantee.
impossible. I don't want
That's
to
a
say impossible. It
guarantee.
probably could happen. They, judging for what I've seen from MPJ in the preseason and Cam Thomas, it looked like all they're gonna see is the net. So I mean, realistically, it could be a matter of MPJ get 28 one game, Cam get 31 game. You know what I'm saying? So it might be. Who knows? They in the beginning of the season, they might be a top 5 scoring duo. I wouldn't rule it out. Especially if you got all these playmakers on the team with Yegor, Ben,
Yo,
Nolan, even Wolf. Like they gonna find them. So it could happen. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. I'm not gonna say it can't happen. But yeah, I'll say we'll see. But I ain't going top 5. It's crazy though. I would say probably top 10. But I don't know. Top 5, you got to be. They got to be. They got to be doing what
Nah,
Schroeder and Cam was doing.
I about to
Yeah.
say they
Like
about to be better than Schroeder and Cam.
mhm.
Yo, that's a take. That's a take.
that would be
Hold on. Let's
crazy.
now
But
we gonna
yeah.
yeah. I want to go to Ice first, but I want to hear Jay and John opinion. Scott on the panel too, but all right. So Brooklyn LM said yeah, maybe, but more of a top 10. I respect that. Ice, what you got on this, bro? What you top for the Range Rover question? Shout to Range Rover. He
All
said,
right.
do you think this is possible?
Let me know if my internet acting up right now, but I'm on my laptop. But a top 5, I don't know about top 5, but they gonna put up some numbers. I think a lot of people seeing the numbers that MPJ put up so far in preseason without doing too much, and think he's capable at least averaging 22. So if he averaged 22 and Cam can average about the same, and they putting up 40 to 50 points a game, that's pretty tough. You know what I'm saying, for those two. So I think it's possible. I don't know about top 5. I don't know what number they're gonna be at. But if they put up 50 points a game, or they could put up more than that, you know what I'm saying? That's a duo right there for this season.
Yeah, because 22 and 22 is 44. Cam Thomas is going to be putting up 25, north of 25 a game, like 25 plus. I'm being modest, but all right. So you saying yes or no? That's top 5 or top 10? Where you got them at?
I don't know what number they need to be top 5. You know what I'm saying? But if 44 to 50 points a game put them in that range, I would say yeah.
Top 5, they got to be on some Tatum and Brown duo type.
Yo.
Like top 5 is a lot. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like top 5, they got to be.
What is
they
it
gotta
like?
be
When they got to average like.
If Cam
Cam
got to average like probably 28, and then MPJ got to average like 24 or 25.
Like, so who was the top 5? Who was the top 5 duos in the league last year? Okay, hold on, let me get my iPad.
That's a good question. Let me check.
I'm gonna look. Hold on, give me.
But yeah, like
I'm gonna pull it up.
It could happen though.
I wanna
down on the Duncan stat lines for MPJ is wild.
Yo, I just think whatever Schroeder and what's the name did, I feel like Cam and MPJ could do better than that.
Well,
but yo, Schroeder was only averaging 18. At the beginning of the season, he probably scored more, but his average was 18.
Beginning of the season, I think he was averaging more than that.
At the beginning?
Yeah, I think he was averaging like 25. Like 25, 26, around that range. I think Cam was averaging like 30 at the beginning of the season. Like 30.1, I believe.
So yeah, they got to average 50. So 50 points a game, basically. They got to average 50 points a game.
Look, I think they can do
pretty much.
I think how many? Wait, that's only. I'm trying to figure out how many 3-pointers is 25 points, because that's what MPJ gonna need. He just gonna shoot bad threes and they gonna give it to him, bro.
8-9, bro. That's.
But to be fair, Cam was doing that in the mid range too. Like he wasn't shooting a lot of threes during.
No, Cam is gonna get his buckets. I'm just talking about MPJ. He's gonna shoot at least 12 threes a game, and if he gets a hot night, or if he's making he's gonna shoot at least 12 threes a game. I feel like.
Hold on, yeah. Hold on. This is the top 10 last season.
They want them to let it fly.
Look, this is the top 10 last season, y'all. LeBron and Luka won.
Yeah. Oh, right before you start that, I bought my words. I said it already. I feel like MPJ is going to break the record for 3-point attempts in a single game.
Wow.
This season.
All right. No way to put that parlay. All right, yo, hold on. So, LeBron and Luka won. Remember, Jay said that timestamp, y'all.
I think that's going to happen.
2, Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. 3, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Somebody just said that. Nets fans, the best fans. 4, Kevin Durant and Booker. 5, Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving. 6, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. 7, Giannis and Damian Lillard. 8, Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. 9,
this is from last year?
Yeah.
Why is Shea so low?
The Shea one is so interesting, saying they just won a title.
Right. That's why I'm like, they tough.
Yeah.
Because I think Shea, for the most part, was carrying. You know what I'm saying? When you think about
beginning.
To be fair, Shea was averaging 32 that's the year. So I mean,
the list I got
it's more balanced between these other players.
Is this list in order, or they just named the best duos?
In order.
No, I think it's in order.
Well, they've got it in order, but we get the shuffle of death.
Yeah, because the list I found, some ESPN list that said Jokic and Murray, LeBron and AD, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Luka and Kyrie and Shea and Jalen Williams, but then they got traded, so that shuffled up. But
yeah, No,
So
listen.
Breezy list might be more recent then, because it said LeBron and Luca. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
think
list was in February. That was the February
Got you.
list.
Got you.
Yeah, I think realistically, Cam will average over 20 something points because he can. I think for MPJ, it's the mindset. Because Breeze, you, me, Scott saw the video. We got to see if MPJ can play 40, 50 games this year, considering the fact he's talking about his back situation. I don't think he's playing any back to backs this year. So I think Cam early on will carry a heavy burden of the scoring. I think for MPJ, if he could average around 20 something points, I guess it's more you can ask for at this point. But I
But
don't
I
know if
think
they're going to be a top five duo, though. I got to
for
see
right now, we
MPJ's
just talking about the
mindset.
beginning of the season, right? Not for the whole year, or we talking about beginning of the season.
No, beginning of
I
the
thought y'all
season, but
talking about the whole year.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a yearly thing.
I think Cam is going to carry a large part of this. Like for MPJ, he's going to probably be the second leading scorer, but we just got to see what his mindset is. But there could be some games where he might shoot a lot of threes, like Jay says, but some games he might work on his playmaking because his playmaking has been a part of what he's working on in
Oh,
preseason.
John.
So is MPJ going to take the second
Oh,
most shots, or is he going to
John.
pass the ball on some days? That's another thing too.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
don't know
John
if
got a
it's
I'm
good
not.
yeah,
point.
John.
I'm
Hold
not
on,
Cam
hating.
got to
Scott,
be
go ahead.
healthy. In order for this
yeah,
to happen, Cam got to be healthy.
right, but it's
That's
also
the.
mindset. Cam
Hold
clearly
on,
has a
yeah, hold on, yeah,
mindset.
yeah.
But
Let's
yeah,
go to
Scott.
Scott. Let's go to
Yeah, go
Scott.
ahead, Scott.
Yeah, go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I think they can make the top 10.
Yeah, I said that too.
I think they can make the top 10. Top 5 is like players that been playing together. So,
They a
you know.
top five duo. That means this team doing better than expected.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, that's true too.
That's why
That
the
means we at the
Yo,
76%
top of the East
fade.
or something or
They
something.
be
Because
I just
working
feel
in the
like
playing.
these two is gonna have like the ultimate green light more than anybody else.
Sometimes that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Really depends on
Sometimes
mindset.
that's a
Yo,
good
but you
thing.
gotta realize some of those, I'm going with Cam Thomas when it come to if it's gonna be we gonna win this game because we gotta outscore the other team. I seen him get into it with Austin Reeves. I seen him get into it with Jordan Poole. Like going at it, bucket for bucket. He score, he come down and score. Like Cam Thomas provides that. I know y'all talk about the other things,
He provides that killer
Breeze, if
but
Cam
scent.
when you
Thomas
got
over for the shot and MPJ
somebody
take a
that's hot,
game,
and
try
I've
to attempt a game winner, you gonna
seen
be
players
tight
come to the Barclays
and
and
be missed.
scorch the Nets, but hurts to, bro.
If they play MPJ at the
Yeah,
three,
bro.
I think
Like, yo, that's the type of shit we do.
if
Listen, hold on. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Hold on, not you, John, but the tankers that really just pro tank. It's nothing like that energy in the building and just in general that you can get just from one player. The not giving this game up. Like you really trying to compete and win this game. Y'all say that those are meaningless wins. Then those are hurtful words. I'm not gonna lie. But the truth is that the energy is the truth. Now,
It is the truth.
as much as you may say, oh, you were entertained, this and that, when you there and your team is winning, yo, there's fans that want to see this team win every year. They ain't think about no process. And I'm saying those are the fans that come to the game sometimes. And
Yep.
they care about winning all the time. They're not
Yep.
trying to tank. And I'm saying we shouldn't argue for that because, in a sense, as a fan, you're right. I mean, we all right. We all got opinions. I just wanted to try to, make peace to those situations.
Breeze,
if
all I'm saying to that is niggas like for the people that for the teams that are doing good, let's be clear, most of the teams that's doing good as of right now have tank. But what I'm saying is the niggas that got the players that's on their team, niggas ain't thinking about, yo, remember when we had to tank to get in? All them niggas know is winning right now, respectfully. I get it, like in terms of like
Nah, I be
Brooklyn wanting to
reminding niggas
win.
though.
Yeah, but
Remind them.
it feels good when you wake up in the morning and you got a superstar talent on your team. Like, yo, we really got Ant, we really got Wimby on our team. We really got Ant on our team. Like, we really got Paulo on our team. Like, that shit
Well,
feels good.
I
Like,
thought we
I
had
don't know.
that. I
So
thought we had
you
that.
ain't never felt like Scott. Talk to him, Scott.
I thought we felt that when we had Kyrie
Talk to him, Scott.
and them on the
No, I'm
team.
talking about
And then
homegrown talent.
wait, I'm just
Not
wait. I
necessarily
know
KD
what
and
you're
Kyrie.
saying, but I'm just saying when we had Durant and Kyrie, people here wanted to run Kyrie out because of attitude. You had a top talent. You had a
still think we
superstar
should
on
have
your
kept
team,
him.
man.
Right.
It
Kyrie
was
didn't want to be
it
here,
was
Scott. Though.
easily.
I still think we should have kept
No,
him.
I don't
Sean
think.
Mark
I
should have
don't
stood
believe
on his
that.
nuts and been like,
No,
"Fuck
but
that."
I don't believe
Scott.
that.
He said on his podcast.
Stood on
I don't
his
care
as soon as
what
they,
he said. You, as an owner, I want him on my team.
right, but
I
Scott,
want him on my team, and I'm going to defend him. They
right,
did not defend him.
But Kyrie on his podcast said as soon as he signed with the team, they made it all about Kevin Durant and not about him. And he said he felt a certain way out there. It's like, okay, I
They
guess that
did.
didn't work out.
I
He
didn't
said
hear him
that.
say that
He did on
personally.
his podcast. He had a
He
podcast
said,
recently, off
yeah,
season.
but that was after the thought. That was even
No.
Durant said that it was different when he got here.
Listen,
Hold
Kyrie
on,
may
hold
be a.
Hold on, talk about y'all. Talk about yo. The rule FA.
What?
Wait, what,
Breaking
please?
up.
Now,
Breaking up,
Sparks,
Breezy.
when it come down to his views off of basketball, we'll you know what I mean. That's a whole different conversation for another
Yeah,
time.
that's true.
For what I'm saying, but again, I just don't want that rhetoric because that's not necessarily what we're discussing at the moment. You know what I mean? We don't have to do that. You know what I mean? But shout out to Ruler FA, he be in the chat showing love. Shout out to Claude Smith, Range Rover, everybody else in the chat. Go ahead, panel. I see all y'all in the chat though. W chat. Go ahead, panel.
No, but I just want to make this one little point. If they move MPJ to the 3 and make Clowney the starting 4, I think MPJ and Cam could be a potential top 10, maybe on offense. But if you play MPJ at the 4, I think he's going to get crushed by a lot of athletic forwards, and that might cause him to get injured again. So if the Nets were smart, they would move MPJ to the 3, make Clowney the starting 4, because having two bigs on the court will make it a lot more easier for Cam and MPJ to score more, as opposed to just having one big on the court and having MPJ at the 4, which I don't think works for his health long term. Like if they do that, I think Jay's theory might have some real credence there potentially if they do those moves. But at the 4, I think Cam's gonna have to carry a lot more of the burden than MPJ will at that point.
I'm not opposed to that.
Yo,
Yeah.
So the thing is, right, with MPJ playing the 4, there's times where he can play the 4, right? But I don't think I think he's interchangeable with the 3 and the 4, right? It's not the 4 isn't something that you want him to do full time. You know what I mean? You don't want him to play the 4 full time, but he can play the 4 at times though. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he can get injured.
I'm not. But my thing is, you gotta give MPJ a big lineup. That's all. You put MPJ at the 3, Wolf at the 4, Clax at the 5, or Clowney at the 5. Yeah. That's where you put MPJ at. You don't put fucking Man next to MPJ because
that makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Put MPJ at an advantage. Put him in a good situation. You put Wolf at the 4, Clax at the 5, Clowney at the 5. You know Clowney can space the floor. You know what I'm saying. You can't leave Clax in that dunking spot. You're gonna pick and pop with Clowney. You're gonna pick and roll with Clax. So I mean, it's on their heels anyways. So you ain't trying to have the same offense. So you can run 2 different offenses with MPJ, with Clax and Clowney, i.e., like I just mentioned. But go ahead, y'all. I just
Nah, that's a fact.
Hold on.
He said. He said. I'm still.
Mitch, you said Ice?
Nah, I was saying I was reading the comments that he's starting Wolf over Clax because he spaced the floor more. You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing because Wolf ain't ready to start yet. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't rush Wolf in his development. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely ain't ready to start yet.
Wolf needs bench minutes.
Man, when you ask when you read the comments, you gotta ask people, is they a tanker or not? Because the tankers will tell you some crazy things because they are trying to lose. So if you looking at the game from what's better for wins, you be like, yo, that's crazy. But then when you realize that they trying to lose, you like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because the shit that Dylan posted about he said that they got rid of Tyreek and Timmy, but they should have got rid of Jalen and Tyrese instead. And I said, that's craziness.
That makes no sense. I don't
Why
know
would
where
you do
you're coming
that?
from on that. I mean, Whitehead was injury prone. He had his opportunities. He messed up for 2 years. Like the other day, it was a horrible investment. I don't care if he had an extra year on his contract. It's what have you done now? And we had 5 rookies that are hungrier than him.
That would be a great plan.
No, listen, keeping Martin as a veteran is actually a smart move because you don't have to pay Martin a lot of money. I know a lot of people don't think he's dispensable, but financially, it works having him as a vet on this team because you don't have to pay him a lot to be a vet on this team. It works for us as opposed to these other vets making $40 million on the team. Like, that don't make
Bro,
sense.
Listen, what I'm saying is the whole thing with the money, I don't get too involved with that. I look at it for what it's worth. I know whoever gets the money is going to shoot the ball. I seen that shit with Cam Johnson, and that's all they were saying. Like Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, they're making $100 million, whatever contract it was. So it didn't matter if Cam Thomas was actually outplaying both of them. The fact that their contract was what it was is the reason why they got over.
But you gotta remember, Cam Thomas, in terms of the highest paid players, MPJ right now. If I'm not mistaken.
Claxton's second.
Yeah,
Claxton's second.
It's not only that. It's the even if you're in the same draft class, the lottery draft picks don't have the same contracts the other lottery picks don't have. You know what I'm saying? Lottery draft picks get paid more.
You know what it is
got
with
better situations, more incentives, maybe. You feel me?
True.
You know,
but
what
you can.
Tyrese,
There's always a chance you can outplay that.
You know what it is with Tyrese is that Tyrese is a little bit older, right? But he came out of the G, and if he performs at a certain level that they need him to, it just shows that they see things in people, in players, and Jordy can get them to play at another level, right? So if you see a guy that's in the G like Tyrese and the folks that we had out the G, it's like Derek was injured though. But if you see him perform at a higher level, who do you give the thanks to? Who do you give the praise to? Because it ain't just gonna be Tyrese, even though he put in the work. You're gonna give it to the organization, say like, damn, Tyrese did good coming out the G, and now we could trade him for some, or you know what I'm saying, move off. But at least you've seen that work get done here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't mind keeping
him on contract just because he's a cheap veteran for us. I think he's more strategic in that note. Like, listen, he doesn't have the value some of these other vets have, but if you talk about the financials, it works keeping him because you have to pay him a lot of money, and you have some of these other vets that are making a whole bunch of money that aren't long-term fits. Like, you can do this easily by process of elimination by values like that.
But another thing is too, since we talking about, like I said, I become a little more business savvy the more I talk to y'all about the business of basketball. Somebody like Tyrese Maxey, bro, you could get in a situation with the Orlando Magic where they need Tyrese Maxey. I keep saying Maxey. I mean, Tyrese Martin. They need Tyrese Martin because off the bench, you ain't, like John said, you ain't paying no much, but he's gonna come in and light shit up. So you need this dude. Like I'm telling you, and I'm not saying Bane not gonna work for them, but at the end of the day, this is where negotiations could favor the Brooklyn Nets because now they got players that they could actually say, look, I know you need us. Don't act like we coming to y'all. Y'all coming to us. And that's all I be wanting Sean Marks to do. It's just flex a little bit. They ask for your players, like, you know, if they say, you know, they give you 3 draft picks, ask for 5. That. You know what I'm saying? Some shit.
Same logic we had last year.
I was just watching a documentary about how the fucking Celtics fleeced Billy King, bro. Like, bro, they told Danny Ainge like they came to Danny Ainge with a package, and Danny Ainge told him, "Yo, go get another draft pick." And he came, but look, and then they came back with the extra draft pick, and then he told them go get another one. It's just disrespectful to even do that. How you tell somebody to go get another draft pick and they come back with the draft pick you want, and then you say, but go get another one. Though.
That's Jedi mind tricks on steroids, bro. Like seriously, what? That guy is insane. With the capital he gets is insane. It really is.
Bro, that's craziness.
Danny Ainge is the evil mastermind, man.
Yo,
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I remember when that trade happened, and you know, I was living at Brooklyn at the time. I was living in Queens, and I was living in Brooklyn to kind of sort of. And then what happened was, when I remember the business side of it, I remember not really knowing like now like a podcaster, but I knew they did it to fill the seats. But case in point is, I think what was it? Brown was first or Tatum was first? Was it Tatum first?
It was Brown.
No, Brown was an exciting rookie. Like I'm saying that to say, if we wouldn't came off those draft picks, I think that the fan base would have still supported those rookies. I said all that to say that. But
yeah, I mean, they used to see what the third pick at that time. Like,
Yeah, but the Nets would have never drafted them. They'd have drafted somebody else.
Exactly. They always tend to draft who we
See, and that's
don't
my
expect.
whole thing with this next year and this one draft pick because I don't know if they drafted the right people this year. That's still to be determined, man. So I don't trust them to draft next year neither, man.
It's even
I
scary.
don't know. It
It's even
depends on where you
scarier.
at, really.
It's even scary if we do somehow get a top 4 pick because they could just choose to draft somebody that's out of that, which would be the most insane criminal thing you could possibly do. Like if you actually have a chance to draft a franchise guy, and Sean's like, "No, let's draft Kareem Lopez. He's
Exactly.
international."
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
That would be the
Because
biggest stab in the back, through the heart, through the spinal cord you could ask for at that point. Like that would be so
But
bad.
to be fair,
nobody-
John, Kareem Lopez is projected to be top 10 next year. So
Yeah, but he ain't
yeah,
top
but
four.
look, he is
wouldn't
projected to be
top
top
four.
10, but if we got a top
be
4 pick, that might not be the pick. Just like this year, we had 8. Nobody was expecting to get Egor at 8. Everybody was saying that
I
was a
mean, but
reach.
when you at 8, who else you gonna get there?
It was a bunch of players you could have got.
bunch of
I'm just
players,
saying.
yeah.
I'm just
Quite a
saying
few
at 3.
players.
I'm just saying at 3. I don't think necessarily they're going Yegor.
Yeah, but
If
I'm
we
saying,
had
What if
3,
they
I
would
don't
have,
think
though?
Yegor is.
I'm
What
just
if they got
saying,
3 and
I'm
still
just
win
saying
Yegor?
they
Because
just
Ace was
did.
supposed. We were saying Ace was supposed to be 3 the whole time, and Philly chose VJ.
Scott, what you say, Scott?
Queen was on board. Queen was on board.
Yeah.
Queen was on board. But we've been talking about how he has a particular skill set that a lot of teams can use. They
True, but
decided
that
to
would
get a
mean
point
you have
guard.
to.
Type shit.
They
That
went-
means you will have
they-
to question the. That means you will have to question the teams before us too, because you could say why in New Orleans, they
Well, we
traded for
can't.
Queen, but you could say why Charlotte ain't take Queen.
Why Charlotte ain't take who?
Derek Queen. If he was on the board, why didn't Charlotte take him? Why didn't Washington
They
take
want-
him? Like
they wanted Kniffin.
it becomes that question as well. We really don't know until. To me, I don't make the judgment until in the near future. Whoever is the greatest out of all of them, I'll be like, dang, we could have gotten them at that spot, but we really don't know for now.
But now, you know what I realized too, that I remember, Jay, he was talking about Malawi and this and that. I think it's just a different, like when the first draft when they the Ewing went to the Knicks. It's just like the big man is not valued the same way it was when the draft started. Like guards have made a significant jump in value and how you know what I'm saying, drafting high. Because at one time it was an absolute certainty it was going to be a big man. He was
getting a big man, right?
Yeah, like now it's a little different. I'm not saying you don't get the big man. I'm not going there. You just got Wemby. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
And Wemby's just getting taller by the day. Like they say, this guy
they say he's 7'7".
That's insane. If he's someone with just 8 feet,
I feel like he.
I think 7'3", 7'5", maybe.
No, they say.
I think they lying about
What's the dude name? What's the big dude that keep bouncing it?
Bug.
Yeah, dude is 7'4", and he said he was looking up to Wemby when he first met him. And he said he was listed at 7'2" or some shit like that. He's like, nah, he can't be that because I'm 7'4", and I was looking up to him. And now he's taller than he was when I first met him.
NBA be lying about some of these players. It's the same thing with KD.
It could be what Paul was talking about. Remember all that shit with
6'10"
shoes on. So maybe he's 7'5" without shoes, and when he put on shoes, he's taller.
That's insane, man.
It's the same thing with KD, man. Like KD lied about his height his whole career. Like he's really 7 foot, but they put him at 6'10". I never believed Wemby was 7'3". Like he always looked taller than
7'7" is insane though.
Yo, if the Spurs trade for Giannis, write that check to Wemby, man. Because if he keeps growing, man, how are you going to stop that? How are you going to stop that twin tower line?
I feel like
how are you going to run?
How
are you going to run up and down the court?
I feel like too much height can be bad for
yes, that's
like,
right.
Something is being too
run
tall.
up and down the court
you
in
can
3
be too
steps.
Tall. Yes,
exactly. Yo, Jay just hit on that 3 steps. Like that's it. What?
I was watching this.
Your
I was watching
career.
this video by I think it was Jimmy Harrow, and there was a video on
The tallest
the
people.
tallest player. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm seeing these niggas 8'1", 8'7", seven
Yeah.
eight, and I'm
Yeah.
like, and it comes with the effect like, yo, they don't get as much nutrients to their body. They start getting ankle problems. Like,
Do you
there's
remember
such a
when?
thing as being too tall for the NBA.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Like,
Do
I
you
That's
wouldn't
true,
remember
want
what
to
he
LM.
said
keep growing.
at the end of the video? Do you
That
remember
is
what he
true,
said
LM.
was the top height that it was the best height?
What?
I think I think it was, I forgot who it was, but I think he was like 8'4" or something like
No,
that.
no, but remember because the whole video was pretty much about what's too tall for the NBA, and then he was doing all of the stats and got at the end he was like, well, this height is like the ideal tallest of people that could actually play because he remember he had the chart of all of the NBA players that actually was that height and all of the ones that actually
Oh
had an
yeah, I
NBA
don't
career.
remember. I don't think I remember the height that he said though,
I think
but
it was
I
like
do remember that.
7'4" was the best.
Yeah, around
I
7'4".
Yeah,
Cause,
but
but
that shit was
Manute Bol,
crazy
I
though.
think was like the tallest. I think he was what 7'7" on Bulls that who I think was the tallest player in the league at some point. I'm just like, bro, that's too tall. Like, I just feel, and then I know homeboy Olivier the white kid was
Yo,
what
remember him,
7'8".
LM? We saw
Yeah,
film of him
I
on
think he's
BK
trying to
show.
make it into the league. He's taller than I don't know if him and Wemby is the same height, but
Bro,
he
that
looked
guy
like
is a
he taller
cheat
than
code.
Wemby.
He doesn't even have to. He doesn't have to take a jump shot to hit a basket. That guy you're talking about, El. We saw the video. The guy just put his hands up and the ball goes in the hoop. He doesn't have to jump up to score a basket. That's insane.
Shit,
That's
Wemby don't
Yeah,
gotta
insane.
like
jump.
Wemby, yeah, I mean that too, but I just hope he don't keep growing. Like I know he's 21, so it could be risk with that, but it's just like, can he be the outliner? Can he be the guy that has a long career, like besides Yao Ming's and all the other
If,
two? Can he be the guy that beat the odds? Like that's
if,
the real question.
if we're
I feel
talking about
like
the
if anybody could do it, it's gonna be him because he got like the support system. You know what I mean? Like he's the star player. Everybody's taking care of him. He got enough bread and knowledge to take care of himself. So I think he'll be all right. Because if he's not all right, it's too many people that's gonna lose their job.
if we talk about the future of the NBA, I feel like it's between Ant Man and Wemby right now. Like that's how like close it could be for who's the future face of the NBA. I guess you could throw Luka in as an honorable mention, but right now Wemby and Ant Man, those who everybody's looking at to be the future of the next 10 years of the NBA. So it'll be interesting to see who does get that nod and mantle eventually. But Wemby, I
You
think
think
he's set for a big year.
do you think Cade and Paulo is up there or they not there
Oh,
as of yet?
Like you said about Paulo, he's like almost on no social media whatsoever. This guy puts in work every day and shows out on the court. And I think they have a great squad this year. I think they're going to be in my top 5 or 6 potentially to win or go as far as they can because they have their scores now.
Yo,
They have the defense. Like
but
that's a
yo,
solid
but
squad there.
no, another thing to add to what Brooklyn LM said is that you gotta get past your rival. Like that's how Jordan got his name, getting past the Pistons and getting past the Celtics.
That's
To
true.
even get to the Eastern Conference Finals, to even win that, to come out the East, like it was a fight for that. So Cade Cunningham, he got to get past the Knicks, hypothetically. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Yeah,
The Knicks are going
yeah,
to be there.
that's
He going
true.
to, if he trust me, if you want to see a ascension, that's where it comes. You play your rival in the regular season, yeah, that's all fun and entertaining. But when you get to the playoffs, and you know what I'm saying, it's an
High key, they
opportunity.
could have got bottom this year. They didn't
Right?
get
yo,
over that call.
Yo, listen, it was very, very close. You know what I'm
if,
saying? And you
if
know what stained it though, Brooklyn LM, is that Malik got in that trouble. Because you never know. You know, you just never know what players. You know what I mean?
I
and
think
Oh
also
yeah.
Breeze, New York is itching for a
Because I remember he couldn't hit
Brooklyn
nothing.
and
Yo,
net
yo, I
Brooklyn
had
and
put a,
Knicks
you never,
Eastern
you know
Conference
how
Finals
you.
as well.
Oh, let me say this, Brooklyn LM. You know how you and I don't want to mislead anybody because I'm really not good at bet, right? But
Hmm.
I seen Beasley. He was on fire. like the first 2 games, and like you know what I mean. I figured he could hit 2 threes or whatever. He couldn't hit none. He was like 0 for 8. That shit burnt me. I was like, yo, what's happening? And then after I heard all of the scandal shit. So it's just like, damn, you never know. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I said that to say that you get somebody solid next to Cunningham, they could beat the Knicks. They could beat
Wait,
They
y'all
could
seen
have. They gotta
Paolo
get
told
their
the
get back.
dude? Paolo told the dude, "Fuck his bet." Somebody told somebody.
Oh yeah,
He
he
said
was
it's
like,
the
"Yo, you betting
preseason.
on
You got a
preseason?
problem,
Like, you got to
Yeah.
hurt." Yeah.
yo. But I feel
Jamal,
like
what up, Jamal?
I feel
Yeah.
like as a basketball player, if a fan tell you it's 2 more points to hit the parlay, go get a bucket, bro. Like it's two
Nah,
more points. Go get a bucket, bro. You be a
yeah.
man of
Oh
the
no.
people.
Nah, I think at the end of the day, Jay, if it's a high risk, high reward situation. Because if you get the 2 points, you're the hero. But if you miss, you imagine
At
you
least you
promise. Hold
tried,
on,
bro.
imagine you promised to do that. You promised to do that. The dude already know what he gonna do with the money before he even get the money. He done told his girl that they gonna have the finer things in life soon as y'all win this bet, this parlay. You miss the parlay, and then what? He want to crash out on you, trying to embarrass you. Then you embarrass him, and then it's just a whole spectacle
But
for nothing.
bro, at least you tried. Like
But what if he got to get the two in a
to
clutch
tell a nigga
situation
fuck your
though?
parlay is just the preseason is insane, bro.
So what if he said, what if it's the other way around and the fan like, yo, you fucked up my parlay, man, you this and that. You don't think they go through some of
I
that?
be feel like
Oh,
you
of
in
course
too
they
deep
do.
at that point though, bro.
Of
Like
course
these
they
niggas
do. But
not
I'm just saying,
responsible for that.
if it's 2 points, bro, just go get a quick bucket, man. And then I'm gonna say thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Bro, you
Like,
talking about go get a quick bucket. He probably said that shit in the fourth quarter.
yeah, go get a
Yeah,
bucket. Just
like
one go
Every
get
play
one bucket.
the play
Yeah.
don't supposed to go to him. They done drew up a whole play in timeout.
we gotta add context to the bucket because it could be a clutch bucket. It could be we win this. Our season,
Yeah,
and then like it could be a whole bunch of shit to
variables.
just get
Bro.
It
a
was
bucket.
preseason.
It was preseason.
True, but if we
Oh
betting on
man.
I'm like,
preseason,
damn. But
it's not
I
that
feel them.
deep.
Like you said,
It's
Breeze. Like you
preseason.
said, Breeze. It's niggas' jobs. Niggas ain't got to do what you want them to do. It's high level shit. Know what I mean, I got to go get a bucket because you say get a bucket. But, bro, you know how many people about to be happy when you get this bucket right now?
Nah, just you.
Do it for
That's
the
you.
fans,
He's
bro.
doing it for a bigger cause, says
Do
Jay.
it for the fans.
Oh man.
To be
Nah,
fair,
but
I think it was a time.
Yo,
I forgot. I don't
I
know if it was Boban, but someone missed a free throw, and I think the crowd got like free chicken sandwiches or something. I think it was
Yeah, somebody
Boban.
missed it on
yo,
purpose.
Yeah,
yo, you know
yeah.
what's
So
I want to know. I don't know how. See, again, this is an old movie. I don't know how many of y'all seen The Last Boy Scout. Y'all seen that?
I heard
don't
of it,
think
Last
so.
and I think
The Last Boy Scout with Damon Wayans and Bruce
Yeah, I
Willis.
saw it.
Yo, Scott. Yo, when you look at this movie and you see what they was talking about then and the shit that they was saying and doing, and you look at now, like the movie is about how they try to implement sports gambling, and then there was all of this gangster shit
Yeah.
happening because of sports gambling, and then you see what's happening right now with the sports gambling. Like watching that movie now,
Make
mind
you
you,
realize.
it's a free movie on YouTube. Shout to YouTube. I don't watch Boomerang. Nigga, I don't watch mad
yo,
dope shit.
I watch Low Down Dirty Shame and White Men Can't Jump in the same day.
Oh, I gotta watch like that shit, Joe, yeah.
Oh man, I saw
YouTube be
me a
having
long
free
time
movies.
ago.
Yo, White Men Can't Jump is a classic basketball movie, bro.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is.
For real.
That's with Woody Harrelson, right, man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Wesley
That was a
Snipes.
good one. That was a good
He
one.
got game as one of them too. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts,
Yeah.
facts.
He got game.
I heard
There's some
Denzel was
there's
trying to
some
really
good
beat Ray
basketball
Allen in
movies.
that movie, man.
Yo, shout out
Yeah,
to YouTube,
yeah.
like
What's
Breezy
the
said,
other
man.
classic
They
basketball movie?
upload a lot
Because
of
the
movies.
next thing that came to mind was Space Jam, and we
Love and
gotta do better than
basketball.
that.
Love and
Love and
basketball.
basketball. Yeah.
Nah, man.
I don't know.
My daughter liked that movie.
I don't
Yeah,
That
subscribe
movie
to
was
that one.
exposed for toxicness. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I
What
don't
what
subscribe
movie?
to that
Eddie?
one.
DJ exposed it, right? I remember. So I said she came to your backyard. Talking about you, but
Yeah,
you
you
know,
dunking on your girl. You dunking on your girl after she gave you like, come on, bro. Like, nah. And he said he tore his ACL by that time. So how you dunking on somebody? Like, come on.
yeah, shit.
Yeah, nah, Loving Aries had me cracking up in the comments that day.
Yeah, I remember that. Shout out to Love Aries, yeah. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I just look at it like basketball always gonna have Coach Carter above the rim. They
Yeah,
always gonna
above the
have
rim.
this.
Coach
Coach
Carter,
Carter.
yeah, Coach Carter's a classic.
Coach Carter was a good one. But ain't nothing like Gridiron Gang, man. I know that's a football movie, but Gridiron Gang was that shit as a sports movie.
Remember the Titans is fire too.
That
It's Denzel. That was fire. I don't know. I don't think they make a lot of basketball movies like that no more. Like,
I'm
that
trying to
played
think.
out now.
But Above the Rim was a great one. Oh, wait,
Nah, it was one with Adam Sandler and Anthony Edwards, and I think
Oh yeah.
that one that came out a couple years ago, right?
it was
Whose
probably
is with good?
When he was Kermit.
Whose
yeah.
is with good too?
Hustle. Wasn't it Hustle or some shit like that?
Hustle.
Whose
Yeah,
is?
it was Hustle.
That shit was good. And Hernan Gomez.
That's his name. Yeah. I forgot his name. Gomez.
Nah, Ant had me weak in that movie because that's
Hell
that's
yeah.
just his
He's like, I'm gonna
personality,
bust
bro.
your ass right in front of your girl. Do it out there.
Like, imagine getting paid. Like, yo, just be yourself. I bet. I don't need no lines. Just let me go out there, be myself, act. Yo, that's crazy too, because Adidas be making.
Jamal said Sunset Park. Sunset Park. You remember
That's
Sunset
what I was
Park?
trying
That
to
was
think
good
of when you
too.
said
That was
Sunset Park.
Above the Rim. I was trying to think of Sunset Park too. That was
Yeah,
a
Whose is
great
with
basketball
good?
movie.
Whose is?
Who? Hoosiers?
Whose is?
I never seen that.
That's the one with the when they first started bringing the black players into college basketball.
Oh wow.
Yo, I forgot who.
Yeah.
I forgot who
Yeah,
said
I
it, but
probably
I think
watched
I
Gene
was
that.
on.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That sounds dope.
I
Yeah,
forgot
that
who
was
said
good.
it, but I was on Twitter, and I think somebody was like, "Yo, Minnesota must got like a contract with Ant as to like if he curse in the post game or whatever, like they pay his fines." Cause the way he be like just
Letting it
even
fly.
with Adidas, like he's cursing in his commercials, like saying the S word and all. I'm like, yo, like they must
Can I ask y'all a
really,
question? Do
yeah.
you think the NBA is ever going to let John Morant get his spot back from Ant, or it's just took?
What you mean?
Because I feel like John Morant was the next face of the NBA for young black kids or young black guys. And then once he got in trouble, they promoted Anthony Edwards to that. And is John Morant ever going to be able to get his spot back like that? Or is it
I think the
just...
NBA
Nah,
was just
but
like, we rather deal with a guy with baby mama
Jay,
issues.
Jay, that got
gun
something to
issues,
do with
but-
Ant going at KD the way he did too. Like,
Yeah, that was his big moment.
Who did God beat in the
True.
playoffs? He went versus Curry, and Curry won. So it's
Right.
like and again, that's what I was saying earlier about the transition of the eras. Jordan went versus Bird. Jordan went versus the Detroit Pistons. You got John Morant going versus Curry. He lost to Curry. You got Ant-Man going versus KD. He beat KD. That's a statement, bro. To say like, yo, yeah, we all transition and we gonna all be here when the vets leave. But I'm letting you know now who gonna run shit, and that's what OKC did. Before
Right.
And that's the feeling I was kind of pointing to though, Breeze. Like
right. Let me
Minnesota.
Let me say this
Oh yeah,
last
go
thing.
ahead, go ahead.
Is that Shea before the vets left, before Curry, LeBron, and KD left, Shea showed them I'm that guy now. Like it's transitioning to the Thunder, and you can't just contribute the win to Shea because of Sam Presti and the work he's done. But y'all get where I'm going with this.
But they got to keep doing it, though.
Yeah.
They got to keep doing it because them other dudes that you named kept doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They prove they shit. Like whoever doing it now, gotta keep doing it to prove they shit.
Jay, with the John Morant stuff, I think it's more about his durability and health. I think some of the NBA people are worried that he's having a similar path to Derrick Rose, uber explosive in the beginning of his career, then took one injury just to destroy all that. I think he needs to be super healthy, and for him this year with Memphis, he needs to lead into a deep playoff run to get some of that credibility back that he had when he was really rising up in the NBA. But looking at Memphis' situation, this isn't the year. I think there's a chance that John Morant is looking for a new team in the near future, just because it seems like last year there was a lot of dysfunction between him and the front office, and they were basically hiring a coach with the coach they had to take him away from the game whatsoever. So I feel like this is a big year for Ja to really gain some of his credit.
Can you
Yeah, I thought that was my phone bugging.
Yeah, nah, it's all good. Shout out to John. People join the panel. Shout out to people, Scott, Ice, Jay, Jack.
What's good?
Oh, Claxton, biggest fan is here.
Oh
Nah,
my God!
it's Claxton when it comes up.
No, you gotta. You know,
Yo, I'm about to get people's a Claxton jersey. I saw one on sale too.
you know when the kid spills a juice or some shit, you go smack him upside his head. When your nephews and shit, I feel like I've been wanting to smack upside his head too.
Wow,
Hold on,
I ain't gonna lie, people. That's a big dude to be smacking upside the head.
I'm just saying. I just want to say it. Come on, Nicholas. Why can't you gain 5 pounds, man? Just want to say
hold
that.
on, y'all. Hold on.
Claxton 6'11", so I don't know.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get to the graphics real quick because I wanted to rewind. I didn't get to this just to see how many big men was drafted in the first top 10. Cooper Flag, you can say big man. Dylan Harper, God. VJ Edgecombe, God. Con Kneppel, God. That's 3-1 already. Ace Bailey, a big man, but more of a you know what I'm saying?
He a forward, man. He a forward.
He's a
screener.
All right. But for the sake of it,
remember, we said those are the 3 positions, right? Guards, wings, and big men.
Right. So we're gonna say that he's a wing, right?
Yeah.
So you got one. You can say Cooper a wing too. So you got two.
Yeah,
you got two wing, no bigs in the top 5. No centers. So just I want to point that out. Trey Johnson, a guard. Jeremiah Fizz, a guard. Egor Demin, a guard. Colin Murray Boy is what? What is
a wing? He a wing.
A wing. Yeah.
Kamal Malawa. 1 out of 10 players are in the top 10. That's a big man. That is new. That is the modern NBA for you.
That's because it's hard to get a center in this league. It's hard. That's a hard position to play.
Not only that though, there was no centers like that good coming. I mean, no disrespect to Malawak, but there really was no centers that was like top rated.
Even if it is a center in that, it's only one.
Jaden Quayton is.
It'd be only one.
No, it'd be only
Brown in the top 10.
Yeah, Jay, Mikal Brown is one of the centers that a lot of people are looking at for next year's draft. Mikal Brown.
But is he like
Mikal Brown is a guard?
Is people looking at him as a top 5 type of guy?
Brown, I think top 6 or 7. Top 6, top 7, I think, something like that.
Yeah, but if you're looking for a center, then Jaden Quayton might be your guy next year. It's just that he's 6'10". He going to play at Kentucky.
But from what it sounded like, y'all saying that the best available talent a lot of the times is not the big man.
Right.
It depends on who's like. I mean, nobody's going like Wemby was the best talent coming out. He was a big I think it just depends on who's coming out. Who's the best?
He was
player.
the unicorn. He was the unicorn. He was a unicorn. That's what they call a unicorn.
But I mean, he was the best center in that draft.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
next year's draft is really about the forwards, though. If we're talking about the most important position next year's draft, it's really about the forwards. Not really as much about the centers and guards, unless Darren Peterson was at the top of the top, but it's really about the forward.
He's going to be number 2.
Really fix that position.
That's why when you get a center or you get somebody that can play,
who gonna be number 2?
You don't let them go.
Kick rocks.
Darren Peterson.
26 people watching right now talking about
AJ DeBonster going to be number 1 pick.
Okay.
That's facts.
Nah,
I'm hearing Nate Amont rising up the rankings. Like this guy's putting on muscle already before playing a college game.
Nah,
To be
that
honest, I
that
think
guy that
AJ might
guy
go
that guy
3.
AJ DeBon's a different kind of monster. That guy
No, I agree with
different
you
kind
about
of
the Bonsa. It's definitely
different
his
kind of
to
monster
lose at
right there.
number one. But Peterson could be
AJ
You
might
number
watch
go
his
one.
3.
highlights,
I don't
right? It was
know.
like 15 minutes long highlights and shit. He just doing crazy shit, man. I've never seen
It's
nobody
it it's it's
actually
gonna be
doing
about
wild shit.
it's gonna be a battle between DeBonster and Peterson for number one. I feel like in my mind, and I
Yeah,
feel like Cam Boozer he'll be
yeah.
number three, and Amont will be four. But I think Nate Amont might surprise some people. He's gonna try to get in top three over Boozer. I think it
That's how
depends.
good he is.
I'm hearing a lot of good things about
I
Amont.
think Boozer and Peterson might be battling for one.
Ooh,
I
that's
think Boozer and
interesting.
Peterson
That's
might battle. I
interesting.
think AJ's going to be 3.
Yo,
I think he's going to fall to
if
the third
AJ
best
falls to
spot.
three, that's a miracle. Whoever's drafting three, if he falls to three, like
So
that's
hold
like
on.
literally getting a number
That's
one pick.
crazy. Nah, man, it's gonna be
Hold on. I
no
wanted to
way.
just pose. I just wanted to make a statement and see how y'all felt about it.
Man, I want Cayenne.
Based on what I've seen in the 2025 draft, it's fair to say in the modern NBA that the NBA cares more about the guard, the wing, and the guard. No, the guard, then the wing, then the big man in that order. And it wasn't always that order. At first, it was the big man. You could say the wing, and then the guard. And I think it's switched. I think it's the guard, the wing, and the big man. How y'all feel about
To be fair, I think it depends, right? Like we remember 2012 when Anthony Davis was coming out of Kentucky. Like he was regarded as the generational talent, best big man coming out. You know what I'm saying? So I think it
it?
depends
These teams
on
building a team from the front, from the backcourt.
true, but
But
I
you see
mean
how they
they
building
can
a
come
team from
from
the guard, then the center, not
I
the center, then the
agree,
guard. You feel what I'm
but
saying?
I agree, but I think it depends on like who is the best. Like if the best player coming out this year was a center, like that would be the guy that everybody's going to. That would be the guy everybody wants to get. There ain't no good centers out there right now that's battling for that top 3, top 5 draft spot. Like there ain't no generational type centers out there right now. Probably
I
into the
would.
next few years. So I mean, I don't know. I
I,
think it depends on your position
Yeah,
I,
on what you
I,
play.
they
I
want
would
the
say that
guards and shit or skinny guys.
I would say Breeze, the wings are very important right now because you look at the positionless basketball era we are really going into. Having a solid front court with your wings really is an equalizer against some of the best teams. I feel like point guard is super important, like you're saying, but now that it's positionless, it's almost like guards are now combo guards where it's playmaking, scoring, different responsibilities as opposed to what a Chris Paul used to bring you as a head lead guard. Now it's more of like distinguished in different ways. I feel like the wing, though, is super important right now because if you want to be a championship team, your front court has to be really scary. Look at a team like the Magic right now; their front court looks really scary. So, like, I feel like that is way more important right now. Whereas guards are important. If they're very special guards, they're super important. But it feels like the wing is where a lot of teams are really trying to build that real foundation. And bigs, I guess, are third, unless a Wemby, falls in somebody's lap somehow.
I think we going towards jumbo guards too, like the
Yeah,
Kids,
that's what
the
I'm trying to say.
Shades, the
Yeah.
Yo,
Lukas, like
man.
the 6'6"
I don't know
big
what y'all don't see
big
in
jumbo
Malawak,
guards.
man. I'm watching the highlights of the Suns playing the Lakers and
I thought he
Malawak.
had 0 points, man.
I just saw him catch an alley in Yemen on somebody and catch like 2 good blocks. So I don't know
I
what
be
they
like
saw.
it's preseason, yo. Like we gonna see who the best
What
rookies
the fuck
are.
is like
Like I feel like at the end
7'3"?
of the
At
regular
least he
season.
can catch it live, man.
Yo, I want to see
Okay,
more
you
of
want
that
to
on
all
this
right.
team. Shit.
I want to see. Let's go to
Look,
the
he just
stat
caught
line.
somebody lob out the air.
Okay.
He looks weird though. I don't know on the court. I
You
don't
guys
know.
have
Yeah.
to
I
remember
just
he's
told you,
on
ever
the
since I didn't know his name when I seen him play on that South Sudan team, I'm like, oh, he just caught another monster yam. But
man.
I ain't seen nobody, like, I ain't know who he was, but I just seen some big dude blocking everybody's shot and dunking on people. I'm like, who is that?
Yeah.
And turns
I,
out
I,
it was
I
Conley
I,
hope
Malloy.
Phoenix better develop him right, man.
nah, I feel bad for Milwaukee. I feel like the Suns were one of the worst teams. They already have like Nick Richards and the guy they got from the Hornets, Mark Williams, in front of them. It's like you expect them to
Oh,
take this huge leap when it's like, is their coaching staff well known for developing young guys? Not
listen,
really per se, besides what they did in
John,
2020. Like, I
John,
don't know if
hold
that was
on,
the right team for them.
John. Let me slow you down. You know what I mean? Come on, Malawat with 31 minutes had 17 points 8
Yeah, I'm
boards
about
for
to
10
say, who
assists.
told you he has 0 points? Because
Ye-
he's scoring up a
Yeah.
storm right here. I'm watching.
That's not bad. 17 points.
Are we really
It's
gonna
not
write this
bad.
guy
I
up
mean,
in preseason? Like, come on.
yeah, I
Like,
went
what
to
are we
go check
doing?
it. I went to fact check it
And
for myself.
I'm sure he's like he got a tough. I'm sure you got a tough mind because South Sudan and shit where he's from. It's constant war, man.
I'm
Bro,
Right
telling
I
you.
don't know.
now,
It's
right now
preseason,
there's
man.
war
Like we
going on.
gotta.
You know that, right?
I
Right
don't know.
And
now,
he just hit a 3.
right
If,
now. It's like 15 years now. 15 years nonstop
Oh,
war
he was
where he's from.
100% from the 3-point
When we
line.
face when we face Phoenix, I'm
Nah,
gonna
he's
say
out here
that.
looking like an all-star, bro. I'm just
listen,
watching the highlights, but it's just him after him after him after him.
listen, guys. Me and Jay will not divert from what we said originally. That if Maliwak was drafted by us, Jordy is the right coach for him defensively. Like, defense is one of the biggest parts of our foundational principles. Maliwak would have fit that. Are the Suns known for being a top defensive team right now? No. Like, it's going to be tough for him in the first year because their team that's going through a crisis with Devin Booker. They have Booker on the team when they should have traded him like this summer. Like, they are
Yeah, hold
definitely a team
on.
that's got to make a decision on that
So
eventually.
hold on, y'all. So hold on. Who did? I was about to go to Ice. He just left. Scott, yo, you
Yeah.
agree with Jay and John? You think we should have went to Kamal Malawak?
Nah, we did the right thing. We need a guard.
Oh,
We need a
okay.
guard. We need a guard. We need a guard, man. We need a guard.
We ain't need
We have
4,
9
bro.
guards. Wait,
Nah.
Scott, we have 9 guards. What are you talking about? We need a guard. No, we need bigs. We need forwards. We what? 9 guards. Come on, Scott. Come
Yeah,
on.
we need a
We're gonna get
guard.
that forward, man. We're gonna get that
We need a
forward
guard,
this year.
man. I don't think Malawat was the right pick at that spot. I thought that really, if it was up to me, I wanted a wing, but all the wings were gone that I'd kind of like, and the guard that I would have picked went 2 picks before us.
Jeremiah Fears, man.
Right.
That stung. That truly stung.
But
on
that's
draft night.
beside the point. I mean,
How's
I
how's
like
he doing, by the
Igor.
way?
I thought
He
Igor
dropped
was a
20
good
points tonight.
pickup.
Hold on, y'all. Let's answer that question. I want Ice to answer it because that was his guy. I know the answer already. You said how did he do? It was his birthday today or yesterday. Yeah, 19 points. You seen the stat line, Ice?
Who?
Jeremiah Fayes.
Jeremiah
Somebody
Fayes.
just said how he doing. He had 19.7 assists. Like he was.
I think it was
cooking
20.
He-
I think it was
he had,
20.
like
That's not
7
bad.
boards, 6 assists.
He
something
did
like
it
that. I'm
all
about
in the
to say
fourth
that.
quarter too. Like that, but
Man, that 0
Yeah, he had
fears
12 points in
jersey
the
is
fourth
fire.
quarter. Yeah.
yeah.
He wanted to be a Brooklyn. I don't care what nobody says to me. Jeremiah Fears was lining up like he wanted to be drafted by us. Like, it was all there. The Nets just didn't do enough to be in the right spot for him, and that stung. It really did.
We need somebody better than those guys. And this year's draft.
I guarantee you,
we need
if we
somebody
drafted,
better than all those guys.
I guarantee you, if we drafted Fears, we wouldn't have drafted Nolan Traore. That's my wild take. But
Yeah,
if we
that's
drafted
possible.
Fears, Nolan would not have been drafted. We would probably have drafted a wing or something at that point.
But
we
the
didn't
thing
know
is,
that.
sometimes you have to look at what you got, not what other people
Yo,
have.
Happy birthday.
Stop
man.
looking at other teams and going, it's too late, it's over with, forget about it.
No one
worry
looks
about-
scared as fuck.
I'm
Worry
gonna be
about
I'm gonna
Igor
be
showing
comparing
that
this
he's the
Malawak
eighth pick.
kid to Egor all year, man.
Yeah, no,
Ooh.
but I don't want to do that because
I'm gonna be doing it in my head then, cause
I don't want to do that.
bro.
That's not fair to Igor.
Don't sleep on the Igor, though, man.
He's
He's
gonna
like
have his
six,
own
almost
style.
6'10".
You're gonna be happy
Almost
with
6'10".
it.
Bro, we could have had this kid instead of that kid, though.
But you can't look at it that way, I'm quite sure some teams wish they had
Gotta
Igor.
let go.
Who know? You don't know, but maybe probably Igor
look,
gonna be
this
better
is-
than
this is his
Jeremiah.
timeline, though.
Better than Jeremiah.
Listen,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
no,
It's too early to be judging.
Way
bro.
too
Like,
early,
we don't
man.
know.
Yeah, it's
Diego
too
could be
early,
better
it's
than
too
Malawak in a few.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
You don't
hold
know.
on, I just
Stop,
want to explain y'all on his
glazing
birthday.
somebody that ain't did nothing yet.
And he is like 6'3".
Boy.
I understand those
I ain't
potential.
glazing him. I'm just saying. I said he was available
Yeah.
for the
I
taking.
know what
He
you're
was
saying.
he was fucking rated higher than this other kid that we drafted.
Yeah, that's true.
Besides that, he's available to play right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that is the
Right,
double
and we
true.
didn't pick him because of Claxton. That's why we didn't pick him.
That's
Was we
double
gave
true.
Claxton $100 million.
Yeah,
Like that's another egregious excuse that Sean
I
Marks
Oh
brought
already
my
up.
told you
God,
it's
Nicholas.
hard to
Oh my
get
God, yo.
centers in this league, man. It's
We could have got
hard.
him. Wait, Scott. You say it's hard. We could have got him. Like, what are you talking about? It was hard. We had a gold opportunity that we potentially
And I know
fumbled.
Leaf don't like Maluak. A couple other people don't like him, but I think this kid is going to be good, man.
He
And
hasn't shown it.
he
Well,
got
we
the
gotta
shit.
see. We gotta
He
see.
got the
We
shit
gotta
that
see.
you can't teach. He's already 7 foot. He already can move around. He not
He's
slow.
gonna
Like,
be good around the rim, and I'm sure of that.
and
Yo,
for the
he's like,
people who saying, "Oh, we got Danny Wolf," we could have had both of them.
Oh man, we
until you
did
pull him
that.
out
We
from
could
the
have had
Ooh,
rim.
Danny
we
Wolf
did
and
that.
Yo,
Maluak.
it's
Until
That
you
was a
pull him
preseason,
wild.
out
man. It's
until you pull him in the pick and
preseason.
roll up high, and he get killed, and then
I'm,
y'all gonna be saying
Scott, I'm
It's
telling
that's a
you, they
different
preseason,
have
man.
no
story.
We gotta
I'm
wait.
Scott.
just
We gotta
Yo,
telling
wait
you,
and
he
see.
he
yo, this
We gotta
doesn't
kid
wait.
is
show
standing
that.
next to the announcer right now,
He never
interviewing him
shows that.
after the game.
We'll
They
see.
can't, they can't get her in the shot because she too short and he too tall. Like all you can see is
We'll
the
see.
microphone because they can't get her in the shot.
I'm telling you, Scott, the Brooklyn front office has zero excuses next year. If Joe decides Sean Marks don't get a top 4 pick, their bags should be
yo,
packed. They should be out of the office
It's
with the
not.
key taken away
It's
from them.
not up to them to get the top 4 pick.
Wait, what do
It's
you mean?
not.
Because
just
they're in charge of the
you
team, Scott.
gotta
Oh
go
my
super
God.
tank. You gotta
What are
go
we doing?
super
Come on,
tank, John.
Scott.
No limit.
You gotta
It's not
lose
about
all the games,
wait,
man.
People,
It got to
I'm
be
not
no
super tanky.
limit
It's
to
about
your tanking.
trusting. It's about trusting your young guys, not letting the vets take their minutes. If they do that correctly, things will line up how they're supposed to line up.
Yeah, they're
Regardless,
gonna win like
that's how
15
it should be.
games if they play the
I
rookies.
think we have a
Gonna play
good team
15
right
games,
now.
yo.
I think we possibly could have a good team right now.
Oh
Oh
fuck.
man,
Oh
here we
fuck.
go.
Hell no. Hell, yo, we need those top 4
Man,
guys,
so
man. We
Scott, it's
need those
Kareem
top 4
Lopez.
guys.
Is that what we're destined for? We're destined
That's
for another
crazy.
international guy.
We need
No,
the franchise changer, Scott. We don't have
no.
we don't have the game changer, man. Not
Yo, man.
forget the
Y'all
franchise. We
talking
need the
about
Hold up.
game
Kareem Lopez?
changer.
Hold
Yo,
on, y'all
this
talking about Kareem Lopez, but Kareem Lopez is nice. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
don't
Like,
He's
don't
he's
say
a
it.
he's a B minus player, Ellen, but
I
we
don't
want A
follow.
plus in
I
next
We
year's
don't
want the
draft.
A
follow
plus.
I
everybody.
We
mean,
want
yeah,
A,
but you
but we
never
want
know
B
with these. You
minus.
never know with these kids, man. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying Kareem Lopez. You might be looking in a few years. Dang, we got Kareem Lopez. Why couldn't we get him?
I mean,
We
we
don't
take
know.
Kareem Lopez too. We take B
Yeah,
minus, but I
but
hope
again,
not.
LM, it depends on the development that
I
this
hope not.
organization puts into the young guys. Zero accolades our young prospects in 10 years have won under this organization. That
So
is insane.
what's the
Insane.
difference?
It's true,
No
but
all
also you don't
stars,
want to
right?
be.
No
You
all
don't want to be
stars,
like a
like a
Golden
rookie.
State where you take a Wiseman and then that don't pan out.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
it can be that too.
I mean, the Derek
But
Whitehead should be an eye opener for his front office. That was a waste of a pick, a total failure. And the organization is probably going to say, oh, he was too injury prone. Too bad. We tried. Like, no, it's got to stop
Sean
here.
Marks
It's
fucked
got
it
to
up though.
stop. It's got to
He did
stop.
fuck it up. He did fuck it up big time though with the
We
week,
better
man.
hope Igor can
That's
play.
crazy.
That's all I'm saying.
Like, you got to let these young guys develop and earn those accolades. Let them feel like they have an actual chance to do so. Not because Jordy just wants to win, win, win. It's about trusting the young guys, see if they can do it. If not, they're just wasting time.
Oh,
This
it's
I think
about
the
this is
winning.
issue
a
with
waste of time.
I think the issue with some Nets fans is they feel like we don't necessarily have that guy yet.
We don't
Like
have
with
that guy.
we don't
We
have
don't have that guy.
We
that
don't.
star guy.
We
Like
don't.
yo, we don't
We
have
need
that
that
main
one guy,
franchise
yo.
player as of yet. I think that's really the issue.
I just
Like
think that
I
people
don't
look
know.
through a messed up way of looking at things. They see other teams, superstars, and they not winning the title neither. I don't
Yeah,
even
but Scott,
get it.
I don't
This
think
is
it's
the
just
part
about
I
the
don't get.
title.
But
This
we don't
is
have
I don't
nobody
think
no,
it's
to
just
listen,
like
they're not
raise the
even.
roof,
Some of them
man.
are not even
What's
making
the
the
part Scott
playoffs.
don't get? What's the part Scott don't get?
Some of them not even making the playoffs.
Go ahead, Scott.
Forget about just title. These teams you looking at are not winning titles with these stars. So stop it.
How we know
Stop
that?
thinking that they not because
How
we just
we don't
watched
know that?
OKC win and we knew they were going to
And
win.
who?
We've been
That's
saying
not
it
true.
since the beginning.
They
We've
got a
been saying
superstar,
that they
though.
get in the
So
playoff.
Scott, you thought that when Shea was going to OKC, they was going to win a championship?
What happened?
there you
Hell
go.
What
no.
happened? I didn't hear you.
You thought so when they made that trade and Shea went to OKC for the first time, people was around the league was like, "Yo, OKC's going to win the chip one day."
No, because Shea wasn't a star.
Right, he had to grow into that.
Right, he had to grow into that. But
So
that team
we don't.
was
You
all,
never know.
that
I would
team
have thought.
was
I would have thought OKC would win a championship in 2025. You couldn't tell me that in 2018. I would have never told you OKC winning the chip. They got rid of Westbrook.
no.
KD won.
What I'm saying is
No.
teams got like Memphis. Do you think Memphis gonna win a title with the superstar they got on their team?
He's too skinny.
With
Never.
Ja?
Ja.
I don't know. If he gets his life together and it starts being
It's too many
being focused
ifs.
on the court,
I don't think
Probably.
so.
He's too small, though.
I don't
too
think
small.
a lot of people don't think so. I
It
really
but you
doesn't
gotta
look-
remember,
it doesn't look
even
likely
if
right
they
now.
don't win the chip, y'all gotta with Ja, their team is significantly better. They was
what
a
I'm
second
saying
seed
is
at one point.
what
in
I'm
the
saying
West.
is you looking at other players on other teams. The situation is different
Yeah, but-
when you put it on another team.
Yeah, but Scott, you know why we do that? Because a lot of teams have endured periods of sustainability for 10 years. None of you guys could point out a time we
So
had
we're gonna be
actual
stuck in
sustainability
mediocre.
where we were
So we're
winning.
gonna be stuck in mediocre
No,
second in
Scott,
the middle
Scott.
of the pack for the next 10 years, just like
That's what the
everybody else.
organization. That's what the
Every other
organization has
team is
done
doing
for
the
10
same
years.
thing.
OKC
But
and Memphis, the same teams we talking about. OKC and Memphis did it.
So if the Nets get into the playoffs, say they get in the play-in, would that be a success?
If we actually have the right talent,
if they're
yes.
in the
Would that-
play-in,
no, the
if they're in the
question-
play-in,
Yes.
I would say. If
Yes.
they're in the play-in, I
Yes.
would say,
For me, it's
okay,
success.
for
Yes.
me, it would be a matter of, okay, these rookies is progressing faster than we are. So to me, that's a W.
Right. Now, we're not going to get Boozer or whatever. And I mean, that.
But that's
Is
fine.
that-
If that's the case, and Egor turns out to be better than what he is,
I think that's
cool.
what we need to focus
Then
on.
that's
That's
fine.
what
Scott,
we need to
you got to
focus
look
on.
at next year's draft, Scott. You got it.
Now
No.
you got people saying, look at the next year's draft.
Because
How
it's
you
historic. The top four next year. You've never seen guys that are 6'7", 6'8" with
You see what I mean,
multiple skill sets
LM?
like
It
that.
never stops.
No,
I mean,
Scott,
forget
Scott.
the story. They got to use their pick anyway. It's their pick.
Right.
I mean,
I'm
it's
just
our
saying
pick,
it never
so we got to
stops.
use it anyway.
Yeah, but
It
Scott,
never
it's
stops.
John
after.
Marks, boy.
But Scott,
John
after
Marks.
next summer, the Nets have no reason
Marks.
to do tanking whatsoever. After next year's draft, it's all about winning from up there.
All
And you
right,
have to
I
hope you have a
guarantee
franchise
you.
guy to appear with who you drafted this year. That's what
All right.
the logical fans want right now.
All right.
They want there to be a
If-
game plan
if-
like that.
Okay. All right, John. Then if that's the case, then we should tank.
Hell
get this,
yeah.
Get this pick.
Hell
right?
yeah.
If it doesn't work, I want y'all to apologize.
No, there's no
I want
apology,
you to
Scott.
apologize.
I want you to
Still
be
to get a
better.
top
I cannot
prospect.
I
apologize
want you
for that,
to.
Scott.
I
Come
just
on.
want you to
Just to get a top prospect,
apologize
Scott.
to other fans that want to win.
Okay, and if we don't get a top four pick, you apologize for
No,
saying
why?
that. we're
I
not
ain't got
going
nothing to do
Wait,
with the
hold
pick.
on.
I don't care about the
It's a
pick.
two-way street, Scott.
I
It's a
don't
two-way
care about the
street.
pick.
It's a two-way
Hold
street.
on.
I don't
right?
care about the pick.
Because
Okay,
can't
so you
remember
like
my
mediocrity,
pick, man.
Scott. So
My
Scott, you like
stance is-
mediocrity then.
Y'all,
It has
look, the
nothing
main-
to
the
do.
main thing
I
is
don't
this,
care
right?
about the pick. I care
So
main
you
about
thing
care
is
winning.
about
this.
mediocrity is what you're telling me.
And my players growing.
The main,
That's what
the
I
main
care
thing.
about.
Hold on. The main thing is y'all are cool. If we get the pick, we get the pick. But y'all are forgetting, even going into next season, this team is still young. Even
Yes,
if
it is.
let's say you get AJ the Monster.
Oh
Cool,
my God!
right?
Don't
Let's
say
say you
that.
get
Don't-
AJ the
oh my
Monster
God.
though.
He's still
right?
gonna be
So let's say
losing.
right, precisely my point. It's the building blocks.
I'm gonna
But
cry,
I'd
man.
rather lose with
I'm
AJ
gonna
the
cry.
Monster than lose with whoever the heck we got. At least we got a nucleus. We got a core. Okay, we got a
Right.
guy. All right, fine. Let's put pieces towards him. Let's see how he develops. Let's see. We got a guy though. I would rather that
How you
happen
know we
than-
don't have that now?
Oh,
They
Scott.
No,
That's
wait,
now?
wait. That's a legitimate question.
No, Scott, we got labradoodles, but we need
Scott,
the
do
cane
you,
Corso.
do you look at these
We need the
rookies
cane
and you
Corso.
see they need some work, right?
He said, "Cam
Every
Cam
rookie
Corso."
need work that I see.
We got
Good,
labradoodles, Scott.
Every
We got
rookie does need
labradoodles.
work. There's not a perfect basketball player. I'm not
No,
saying that.
every rookie.
But there's a difference between a
I
player
haven't
like
seen a generational player yet. I really haven't.
Wemby ain't generational.
Well,
That's
yeah, come on.
Wemby. I'm saying now.
AJ the
I'm
Monster
talking-
generation.
Wemby ain't generational.
I do
Darren
see.
Peterson
I
too.
said that's
Darren Peterson,
Wemby.
too.
That was
Right,
then.
but that's a generational
What-
prospect.
When was that pick? When was that pick?
You
2023.
When was that?
you
I
just
said I
know
haven't
those guys
seen
gonna
one
be
now.
superstars, Scott.
Now.
You know, man. You know
Now.
those 2-3 guys. The
So
top
I'm
wait,
talking
three
about
guys.
right now. We
so
talking
wait.
about drafting now, right?
Yeah, but Scott, to what LM said, if you get the franchise guy, we still have over $20 million cap space next year. Then you could get winning vets to
You see
pair
what I
with your
mean?
young core to start
You see what
winning,
I mean?
Scott. No, Scott, that's
Facts.
actually logic. I'm using logic right there. I'm not using
That's
No,
some
true.
but
BS like,
John,
oh, we got to hope
what I'm
for a good
saying
pick
is,
after that. No.
even if you get for me, even if we get one of Peterson, AJ, or Boozer, even if
Or Ahmad.
God shined His light on Brooklyn, and we got one of those three.
I
I'm
hope
not
so, man.
expecting us next
I
year
hope
to
so, man.
compete. I'm not expecting us next year to compete. Not compete in terms of championship. I'm just talking about in terms of even if we get one of those guys, they're still new to the NBA. They're not going to know how to win like that. So
Right,
it's
but
going to be growing pains with Boozer or AJ and Darren Peterson too. They got to get used to the NBA.
Just like San Antonio
Right,
right
but
now
LM,
has growing
It's gonna be
pains.
easy for them to get used to it. It's gonna
But
be
Scott,
easy,
my point
man.
exactly, right?
Way
Even when
too
they
easy.
drafted Wemby, they was dead last in the West. They wasn't
right.
winning.
Right, but LM, you saw
You
what
never-
Houston did when they drafted all the young guys. Then they got a Fred
They're
VanVleet. How
not never-
quickly it turned around. We can do that
LM,
with finding a
LM,
winning vet like
at
that to
some
join these
point,
young
you just
guys.
got to make the move. You have to have that vision. If
Yo, those
Sean
top
don't
three
have
guys,
that
they're gonna
vision
average like 20
and
points
get
a
the
game.
right and
Rookie
shit just
season,
don't
they're gonna
fall
average 20
right.
points a game. Watch.
Sometimes you got to be
But
lucky. Sometimes you have to be
that's
lucky.
true. But look, right? Even with every player that you get, even with Luka, even with all the number one picks that we've seen, nobody was winning their first year until they
Yes,
got
that's
accumulated to the NBA.
And
Luka
you-
wasn't in the playoffs until his
That is
second year.
true.
Paulo
That's
wasn't
okay.
in the playoffs until
I'm
his
willing to
second
wait
year.
That is
10
all
years.
true.
Like
I
nobody was
understand
winning
what you're saying.
immediately, even though you got the guy.
That's
That's
why
what I'm
you
saying.
focus on what you got. You focus
But
on
you
what
still need the
have.
guy, though.
Yeah,
All that
I'm
to
Still
say,
got
you
to
still
get
need
that
the
if
guy.
it
number one,
happens, it
Scott.
Still gotta
happens,
get your
Yeah,
guy.
LM.
but
It
Scott, you
doesn't.
still
You
got to
can't
get the
make
number
it
one guy,
happen.
Scott.
It's no such thing. Look at Utah. How many years have Utah been tanking and then get rid of Spider?
They still got Ace though, Scott. Like, come on,
Yeah, but
they
I'm
still
just
got their guy.
you just
They still got good nuclear.
in
They got
this.
Laurie. They
You
got
in this.
Keontae. They
You
got
in
Ace.
this.
They got that
this
Clayton
middle,
guy.
You
Like,
in
come
this
on.
middle of the pack thing forever. It's
Yeah,
But
it's
nobody
luck.
nobody knows when.
It's a-
Like to
right.
me, it's not even the championship route. To
Yeah,
me,
but-
I would just like to see a team above 500. I really don't care about a champion. Cool, if we one day wake up and we're the first seed in the East or
I
whatever,
want a
and they
championship.
expect cool. I do too, but I'm not.
What are you
I'm
talking
not
about? I
trying
want
to
a
be
championship,
right.
man. Fuck that.
Nah,
yeah, of course you want.
You know what I
whole
want, Scott?
thing
I
is to
want
win a title.
I want sustainability where every
We
season the Nets have
hungry.
a chance to do
We
something
hungry.
special
I'm
and
not
unprecedented.
saying.
That's
I'm
what
not
the
saying
fans
no Net
deserve.
fan. I'm not
Scott.
saying no Net fan doesn't want a championship. But what I'm saying is, it's building blocks to get there. It's
Right.
not going to happen right away.
We
You
need
need
the
building
top
blocks
four
to get to
guys,
that
man.
point.
We need the top four guys.
Exactly.
Even if you get the top
We
four
need top
guy, it
four
ain't gonna
guys.
happen next year too.
It's okay.
That gotta
It's
take
okay.
time.
But at least we're gonna see somebody gonna be like, oh my God, he can drop like 30 points and get 12 rebounds and like 6 assists. Any
You
night.
need that
Any
franchise
night.
guy.
You need that guy. You need
If
that
that's
guy.
the case, you
30,
wanna win the
12,
title,
and like
man.
6. What'd you say?
In that case, you got a superstar. The numbers you put up.
You will have a superstar,
No,
yeah, but
I'm
that
not saying
superstar
I'm
every
saying
night.
that's
I'm
a
not saying
superstar
every
number.
night in his rookie season. I'm talking about you're gonna get like a 10 games or like 30 points. There's the top three guys. If they talking about how good they are, they're gonna get those points, man.
Even if you want to
they're gonna
use
get those
San
points.
Antonio, like even if they got Wemby, they got their generational talent, but they still sucked.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
the
like,
point I'm
it's
trying
so-
to make. But a lot of
But
people
what I'm
is
saying is,
I'm
look
wrong.
at how Wemby,
But-
look how Wemby is now as compared to he was year one. I think
So-
they make the playoffs this year.
They don't.
So-
des-
I don't
they
think
don't
they-
deserve
Wait,
all that
wait,
shit.
Wait,
man.
one
I
second.
mean-
So Scott, what makes a superstar in your mind? Tell me, what is your criteria for an ultimate superstar?
I
And do you
haven't
see
seen that many. I haven't.
No,
really
what's the
seen that
criteria? I
many.
don't care what you haven't seen or what you have seen. What is your criteria for a superstar, a franchise guy? Tell me.
Well, it's deep, but it's somebody
give
who
me
can do everything
criteria.
every night and make the players around him better.
So
Game
offense,
changer, man.
rebounding,
A leader of the
defense,
team,
playmaking,
a leader in
dunking,
the team,
all those things.
a leader
Leadership.
for the team, a leader for a team.
And we need that guy if you want to
And
be a
we don't
serious
know
team.
Boozer is a leader of the team. How you know
Hey,
that?
he's one of the top 3 in next year's
Oh,
draft.
come on! This is college.
Scott, okay, so Wemby, the other guys, they were in college too, and they killed
They
it.
gonna be that good, Scott. They're gonna be that good. You'll see.
Oh my god!
To Scott's point, I'm not disagreeing, but to Scott's point, even if we get one of those guys, they still got to learn leadership qualities too. It's going to be a growing pains. Like yes, we got the generational talents. Yes, we got the prospects, but they still need to learn how the NBA works. They need to know they got to get accustomed to it. So
Those guys gonna catch on quick.
It's going to be a learning curve.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What about down under Duncan? He said, look at Pacers. Do they have generational talent? They have a few good players.
They have a great nucleus.
I don't think it's necessary. They got a great nucleus of players, but they also have great IQ players.
How much is Carlisle? How much is the coaching? Because remember, he coached the Dallas Mavericks.
A lot. You see Rick Carlisle with that 2011 Dallas Mavericks team?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How important is Rick Carlisle to the championship roster and just the way things are done?
Very important. Like they played the positionless basketball card very well in their playoff run. Like they had everybody at different positions that could play different roles. That's kind of why
not sustainable. Though.
A lot of teams want to fall.
But to me, to down under Dunker, to your comment, I don't think what makes to me Halliburton may not be a generational talent, but he is an all-star. And as of right now, we don't have all-star level talent, in my opinion. Yep. That's what really makes them go. Siakam, all-star. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got all-star level talent on that team. It may not be generational talent like LeBron and these guys, but they still got all-star level talent as to where they can make the playoffs.
Right.
Well, not this year, but
and they were the deepest team last year. Look at all the teams of the East last year. They were the deepest team on paper. The other teams like the Knicks, the Cavs, they had few core players, but those guys couldn't play for whole full quarters. The Pacers were a deep bench squad, and that's what gave them the edge against a lot of teams in the East. So the Brooklyn Nets, getting a star is super important, but you also need a great depth of a bench of talent behind that. And the Nets have not been known for that the last 10 years. When have we ever had a great bench on this team?
With all these rookies, bro, I'm going to keep it real. If we could get Wolf, Ben Saraf, Noah Clowney, just those three players off the bench, that's a tough bench. Zion,
It could be.
Aaron Sharp, Tyrese Martin, that's a tough bench, bro.
Right.
My thing is, when is the last time the Nets had a homegrown talent? And I'm not counting Cam because for Cam, I'm not counting. No, in terms of the question I'm asking, I'm not counting Cam because we was going into as a championship. So realistically, he don't count in this question.
And he's like a 27th pick.
When the last time we had a player that was in run for Rookie of the Year?
Never. You want my honest opinion? Never. In 10 years, never.
I would like to have somebody on this team, and I think Boozer or AJ or Darren Peterson could be one of those guys that the Nets may have a Rookie of the Year candidate in.
Well, we got 5 choices this year. One of them better be.
No doubt about it. Those top 3 guys going to be all-stars, man.
Jay,
I think Egor might have the closest.
We got 5 choices. One of them better be.
Jay, if they get the minutes, they can put themselves in categories. If the numbers aren't perfect, if they put the effort and grow their games, it's going to have an impact with the NBA. They have to decide who gets what type of accolade or even get in votes. Like, it's good to see the young guys be a part of that at the very least. Like, we're not asking these guys to be superstars in 1 year, but it's like, let them play. Let them put themselves in the conversation. Let's stop having 0 accolades on our young guys' resumes.
Like, we don't have nobody to talk about like rookie year in an all-star game.
What?
What'd you say, LM? What'd you say, LM, about Egor?
I said if Egor in Rookie of the Year, if he's in the Rookie of the Year race, I'll pop champagne because that really means like eight for the blowback that Sean Marks got for drafting him 8. If he's in the Rookie of the Year conversations, I'll tip my hat off.
I really didn't hate that pick. I really didn't hate that.
I didn't hate him either. I didn't hate it either. I just thought we could have gotten him.
I just wanted
like later,
but that didn't happen. Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is.
Egor was on my board anyway.
But you can't teach height and vision though. He's like almost 6'9.5".
Nah, you don't
forget about that.
Don't let height and determination and skill level deter you from people that's shorter than
That's facts.
6'6".
That's facts. So many people shorter than him. So many people shorter than him.
Don't do that because that's not fair.
Egor had shown good leadership and being very vocal on the court. Like he listens to what he says and takes that to
a lot of people associate height with skill, There's a lot of short players that's very skilled and can
Yeah, I
play
know, but I'm
defense.
saying, but I'm talking about just you know, like a pure, you know, God given, you know, talent, you know,
I
God
wouldn't
given
say they the
gifts.
greatest
Just
defensive players, but you know what I'm saying. They in the
yeah, but
right spot, and when you
but the
playing
you
in
know
a team atmosphere, it's about being
the
in the
jump,
right spot.
but the 3-pointer not bad though, you know, for a rookie. The right
I know people.
the
I know
release is
people
not
look at
bad.
individuals, but it
Didn't he
does
shoot?
take
Didn't he shoot over 50%
it does
from
take
three
a
point?
team to win.
I
It
think
does.
Yego's gonna be better than we expect, though.
I think so
He
too. La.
I think so too.
he has that
I think so.
mentality. He's always in the gym. He's working. He's always
I
working
think
on
I
But
think
something.
he's
but
I think
better than
he's
what
gonna
a
be
lot of
better than
people
what a lot of people
saying. And
expect.
then you know what? Another thing is Sean needs him to come to work out for this to work out.
Yep.
That's
I
true.
appreciate
That's true.
Yegor's leadership skills. Like
Because you picked
he
him at a spot, you could have picked a center, you could have picked a couple of other pieces. You could have picked a wing, Carter Bryant. He could have picked up quite a few other players.
And if we get AJ the Bonster, I'm cool with pairing the BYU kids up.
Yeah,
Hey,
Put
there you go. There you
Yegor and
go.
AJ.
There you
that's what
go.
Breezy talked about, the BYU connection. But I would say this about Yegor. I appreciate the leadership skills, but him acknowledging he has to get physically stronger, that type of accountability and knowing that is what takes real evolution as a player. And he already has that understanding. That gives me excitement about his future. Like if he can understand the weaknesses got to be improved this early on, it's going to make him more endearing to the base and to his teammates and Jordy. Like I really think Yegor is going to be that leader behind the scenes this year that's going to help his young teammates gain confidence in themselves because you need that vocal guy. We keep talking about who's going to be the leader, Cam Thomas, Claxton. I think it could be Yegor if he really takes his
Yeah, but
evolution and
he need to
development
play.
seriously.
He really need to
He
be
I
does.
think he's
playing.
He
playing
really
Friday,
does.
no?
Oh, okay. I hope so.
It's up in the air right now. I think he
See,
might.
I don't know what they're doing with him, but they
They
need to
said they had a
not be playing
5-on-5
around.
practice with him, so
Yeah. If he doesn't,
Either his Friday or he might play opening night.
he
He
should
do.
play. He should play opening night. Don't
I
risk
believe
Friday if
opening
he's still
night.
not
Yeah,
there. I think opening night makes sense. Or at home, like if they want to not play against the Hornets, play him on home night against the Cavs. Like that works
right.
too.
My thing is let him get the opening night because he the eighth pick, but don't
Yeah.
pretend like Vince Rapp don't be supposed to start next game because it is 11.
Oh man, the Seraph stuff still
Nah,
up in the
I think they should let him
air.
play in preseason. Let him get the preseason jitters out. Try
Yeah,
him out.
Yeah, because
That's
Ben
true.
Seraph's going to be ready. I ain't going to lie. And if I was Jordy, I would start him over him if he's not ready. Simple.
Mm.
And then that pick is
why rush
kind of
your eighth
like,
pick back? Don't
why
rush
would
him
you
back
get
for
him
a
at 8
preseason
hurt
game.
already? There we go again with that
But that's what I'm
hurt
saying. What
shit.
if Diego playing better than Saraf regular season? Like it could be a toss. Like I get it. It's just to me, it's preseason. Like
Let Ivan
I gotta see that
Drago
shit in the
loose,
regular
man.
season.
Let
Respectfully.
Ivan Drago loose, yo.
The games
I
I've
mean,
been watching, they playing like it's the regular season.
Yeah, they trying to get their legs together, man.
no, they're
And,
definitely playing with a
and
good
I
energy.
wanted
Like
to
you
ask
know
y'all,
that the players with
it
good
looked
energy.
like the Suns beat the Lakers, right? So does that mean that we could beat the Lakers too? Know what I mean? Because I'm just trying. While I'm watching some of these games, I'm comparing the teams, seeing what it looks like. Know what I mean? And
Yo,
I
you know
keep
old
saying
boy
I
got a
don't think we're
sciatica.
gonna lose as much as y'all think we're gonna
It's too many
lose.
Well,
variables.
I would
It's
say
regular.
this.
It's preseason,
It's
man.
Yeah,
too many
I can't put a
variables.
I would
price
say
on that.
I would say this
Yeah,
about
I
the
can't.
Hornets.
Right.
We're definitely gonna have a guard matchup. They have a lot of guards. We have a lot of guards, but center wise, Claxton, Dayron, and Clowney on the first game of the night should be like crushing the Hornets on rebound. The Hornets have no center besides Mason Plumlee and that rookie Corkbrenner. Like the bigs on the first game of the night, they should definitely be playing
Oh,
well
where Ice
because
at?
We
the
need to
Hornets
drop
don't
that
have a
game
Where
front
too,
Ice
though.
court.
at?
First
Ice
game, we need to drop that first
Cockbrenner, that's
game.
Ice Man.
I know. But if we're talking about the first game against the Hornets, I think the bigs of the Nets should have an advantage over the Hornets. The Hornets have a scoring advantage over us, I think, but height-wise, the bigs should do well on the first night because the Hornets don't have a great front court whatsoever. Like that should be what gives the Nets a little energy on the first night. Is that our bigs should be able
And
to
then
do
the next
well.
home game, we're gonna drop that by 20. Let's go.
Uh,
Let's
yo,
go. 0 and
why
2. Let's start
why do
0
they
and 2
always have
quick.
us against the Cavs? It's like the third time we face the Cavs at home to start a season.
That's
At
okay. That's
home.
okay. That's
they
what I'm
want
saying.
to
We got
see
a tough
Cam
schedule,
Thomas
right?
versus Donovan Mitchell, man.
We got a tough schedule, right?
Ooh.
Oh man.
That's what it is.
Donovan Mitchell is gonna dunk on what's the name? Clangston. Watch. He gonna dunk on Claxton. He gonna do some wild shit. He gonna split the double team and shit, and split the screen, and gonna yam on somebody. Watch. You know he's
Donovan
gonna
Mitchell
do
got to
that.
get his get back though, because they definitely got eliminated.
Too early, right?
Yeah,
But
they
does
got to get
Donovan
their get
Mitchell?
back
I
this
don't trust
year.
him.
The Cavs have a lot of pressure this year. If they don't win this year, I think they're breaking up the core. I hear Jared Allen's in a lot of trade rumors right now, and they might want to move Mobley to center. So the Cavs, they definitely facing the pressure this year.
He's not that guy in the playoffs, man. He's not that guy.
I remember Breezy was against all that Donovan Mitchell, Cam Thomas. Well, I don't
They
want him
trying to
here.
call him
He's going to take shots
Donovan
away
and
from
all
Cam
that shit. Like,
Thomas.
fuck out of
I
here.
don't need him here.
I'm telling you guys, Donovan Mitchell wants to be back in New York one day. I wouldn't put it past this to maybe want him if he's
Let him join the
You never
Knicks,
know.
man.
Yeah, you never know.
Let him go to the Knicks with that nonsense. I don't want him. I don't want none of them dudes on the Nets. Respectfully, like
You don't want Mitchell, LM? I disagree, man.
I don't know. Like I don't want him here with this roster. Like it's if we talking about you get an
How old is he?
AJ or Boozer.
How old is he now? 30?
What's he say? Like 28?
He's still pretty young though.
27? 20,
Yeah.
Is he 27? He's
27, 28 about 27, 28 about.
So if he joins the Nets next year with the Bonster or what, that's crazy, man.
Oh, never mind. He's 29.
That's just crazy. Yeah, if you think
He's
about
one of the best
Wow,
playoff scorers in NBA history. Like he's a great talent. I just think he doesn't have a second star next to him. He's only had Darius Garland and Rudy Gobert as the second stars in his whole career. Like
he's
are
an amazing scorer.
Reliable second co-stars? I mean, Darius Garland especially. Has he been there with Mitchell in the last few playoff seasons? Not really. Like it's really been Mitchell like killing himself in the playoffs. Remember he had a bum knee against the Magic and he cooked their asses.
But he don't play defense though, John. He don't play defense.
Offensively, he's a juggernaut, man.
He's amazing. Offensively, he's amazing. But you remember defense, still gonna win the championship.
But Peoples, he dropped over 50 points on a bum knee. That's what separates
he's
superstars
amazing.
from stars, man.
He's like a top 5 scorer. He's a top 5 scorer in the NBA. No doubt about it. Nobody can stop Spider and shit. But he don't play defense though. You know, that's the problem.
Yeah, but he's an offensive
engine. He plays
some
defense. It's not like
he's an offensive engine.
You need the elite defense to win the championship.
Yeah, but if this team ever becomes a top defensive team, Mitchell would be the great star of this team.
You see what I mean, LM? You see what I mean?
What do you mean, Scott? What do you mean about what?
One person is fine with the offense, and the other one defense.
Defense.
Everybody wants that superstar. Everybody wants the superstar. I'm just saying, be happy with what you got and work. Let Jordy and them work on those rookies he got now. So when you go into the draft, whatever you get the best available piece. That's it.
True.
That's it. Don't be trying to downplay the talent.
I'm not going to hold you though, Scott.
You want to win the game.
I'm not going to hold you though, Scott. If this draft next year, if we get 4, to me, I'm hyped. Like yeah, I don't necessarily want one.
That's Nate Amon. If we get 4, it's Nate Amon, and I would be excited, man. That is a number one selection.
I'm not tripping.
I'm saying Sean already set it up the way it is, and he made his picks. Whatever he decided to do and didn't want to do whatever he needed to do. He didn't get it done to me. It's already a mess.
At this point,
it's not a total mess, and it might work. I don't know, but Egor
at this point, I'm not. Of course, I want us to tank, but at the same time, I'm not like, yo, we need to lose every game. Whatever happens with this team happens. Like,
if it happens, it happens, and if it don't, it don't.
There's no way we can get unlucky.
That's a crazy
number
statement.
8 pick again, man.
Of course, I want us to tank.
There's no way.
Let me get my statement. Brooklyn LMs, Sky, people hitting in this. Come on down. Everything Brooklyn Nets, John. Of course, the whole chat, as y'all already know, Nets fans is the best fans. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And again, I don't know if this helped at all with Nets Twitter, but that's what I'm trying to do. I feel like we do have the polar opposites as Net fan base, and we still could get along amicably because at the end of the day, we want the same thing. We disagree on the how. And that's cool, but at least we talking about the how. That's what makes Nets fans the best fans.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, we're gonna be back with more content. Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Have a good night, shop.